Hello everyone, this is back again with the Halo Infinite Countdown. We are at Halo 3. I know I said this a lot, but this one actually is my personal favorite Halo, mostly because I've played this one the most. I know this game like the back of my hand. And well, after this will be Halo 4, but first we're gonna go into the story of Halo 3. Might be as short, if not just a little longer than ODST, but yeah, let's see how it goes. I'm sure it'll be pretty good.
They let me pick. Did I ever tell you that? Choose whichever Spartan I wanted. You know me. I did my research, watched as you became the soldier we needed you to be. Like the others, you were strong and swift and brave. A natural leader. But you had something they didn't. Something no one saw but me. Can you guess? Luck. Was I wrong?
This ain't good.
Damn. How far did he fall?
2 kilometers, easy.
Stay sharp. Gorman?
His armor's locked up. Gel layer could have taken most of the impact. I don't know, Sergeant Major.
Radio for Vitor. Heavy lift gear. We're not leaving him here.
Yeah, you're not.
Oh, crazy fool. Why do you always jump? One of these days, you're gonna land on something as stubborn as you are. And I don't do bits and pieces. Where is she, Chief? Where's Cortana?
Don't make a girl a promise if you know you can't keep it.
She stayed behind.
Corporal, make it quick.
Sorry, sir. Your armor's still in partial lockdown. Look up here, sir. Okay. Now down here? Good. Everything checks out, Sergeant Major.
Kick off the training wheels, Corporal. He's good to go. Pete, wait! The Arbiter's with us! Come on now. We've got enough to worry about without you two trying to kill each other.
Were it so easy. We must go. The brutes have our scent.
Then they must love the smell of green. First squad, you're my scouts. Move out, quiet as you can. Bravo team, this is Johnson. We got it. Fall back to the extraction point. Over.
Roger that. Reynolds out.
Sounded close.
Too close.
Johnson, you be advised. Hostiles are on the move. I've got eyes on a brute. Over.
Say again, Gunny. You're breaking up.
Sergeant Major, Phantom inbound.
If we stick together, we're gonna get spotted. Let's split up. Meet back at the LZ. Chief, go with the arbiter. Head toward the river. Second squad, you're with me.
Spread out, you rebels. Find them.
Up ahead.
Hello?
He is here.
Hello?
Here, hold on a second. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Single brute plus backup.
I just started, so.
Let's hustle.
This is probably like my favorite campaign of all time. Like
Which
I
one is
actually,
this again?
this is 3.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Like I think I know this game more than any other game I've ever played, and that's saying something.
Right here. Check that. Oh, ah, oh, ah.
These brutes are tough. Grunts ain't no slouches either.
The Grunt's newfound courage is but fear. And we are victorious.
Shooting at.
All who serve the prophets will be punished.
Sleepers. Take them out nice and quiet.
Run for your lives! That looks like trouble!
You didn't see anything. How did you?
I'll eat your liver on a cracker!
I've never heard that one before. Oh my god.
I missed it. What happened?
I punched him so hard and I broke his back on the tree.
Ugh.
He's chasing me!
See, I love this assault rifle, but in this game it just sounds so weak. Like it's strong, but it just sounds like weak, you know.
Tell me its location.
Retreat!
Her chieftain. Phantom. Pinned us down. Killed my men.
You got it, Chief.
Attack them! Everyone! I found him!
I love this. There we go.
The river. Hurry!
Doesn't this seem sorta gratuitous?
Damn. Woo. I was just getting started.
Oh, I did convince Johnny to get recontainment too.
Could you sacrifice me to complete your mission? Could you watch me die?
Sir, you okay?
Your vitals just pinged KIA.
Chief, Pelicans are at the river. We got company, so hustle up.
Hold on, we got a contact. Fast afloat!
Break off, now! Watch yourself! Hang on! Get a hold of her! Negative! We're going down!
I will save your
There was no sound, he just died.
The Banshees will return. Hurry! Back into the jungle.
Actually, I'll take this.
Chief, can you hear me? My bird's down. Half a click downriver from your position.
Excellent kill, sir!
Come on, you dumb apes. You want breakfast? You gotta catch it.
Major went this way, Chief, through the cave.
See how they bait their trap? I will help you spring it.
I swear that grunt just said my bussy. Greg said he might be on soon, so. Ow.
This isn't as fun as it looks. Cut the power. We're even, long as we're only counting today. Kilo 2-3, what's your ETA?
Imminent, Sergeant. Find some cover. Got a clear path.
Friendly gunship coming in hot.
Oh, wow, I'm dead. The Mamster Chief is dead.
About time.
Hmm?
About time.
No, 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 no.
Did we get them all?
We're allies. We're allies.
You know that's the sound. That's the noise I make when I make love.
I sure hope not.
Me me when I see a woman naked before marriage.
when I get my girlfriend, when I get a girlfriend, I need a weapon.
I have that confirmed. Contact is Pelican dropship, Kilo 23, over.
Roger that. What's the word, Kilo 23? Sierra 117 on board. Request priority clearance. Over.
Little fist bump is always so funny.
Hmm?
They heard Chief is on the Pelican, so they fist bumped each other.
Oh, nice.
See, me and my dad were always talking about which vehicles and or weapons would like be realistic in the Halo universe.
Energy sword.
Anyway.
Sorry for the tight squeeze.
So we came with a conclusion. Like, there's a lot of UNSC ones that wouldn't make sense. But the biggest two vehicles that would make the most sense is the Pelican, which is that thing right there,
Spartan?
and the Warthog.
You better not be. Oh man, he's here. We're gonna be
The Mongoose technically already exists because of the, four-wheelers and stuff like that.
It's good to see
Or
you, Chief.
ATVs.
Likewise, ma'am.
Let's get you up to speed.
And funny enough, the original design of the assault rifle was just
The Prophet of Truth
like a
ships
original
breached the
thing.
lunar perimeter.
But people
Smashed
find that
what
it's
was
based
left
off of the F-2000
Terrestrial
rifle,
casualties
which
from the
actually didn't
subsequent
come out
bombardment
until
were
after the game was pretty much released.
Truth could have landed anywhere, but he committed all his forces here, East Africa, the ruins of New Mombasa.
And
Then they started.
they say the Magnum without that little front thing on it, you
What
know,
about
like that
Halo?
kind of round thing
We
at the end of the
stopped
barrel.
it, but only temporarily.
They say
Yeah.
without
Now
that,
the
it looks
Prophet
like a
of Truth is
Walther
looking for something
P-22.
called the Ark, where he'll be able to
Which
fire
I
all
can
the
kind of see it, but at the same
If
time
he
I don't.
succeeds, humanity, the Covenant,
However,
every
the
sentient
Halo
being
1
in the
sniper
galaxy.
The
actually
winds will
is
kill
a
us all.
specific sniper that actually
I have Lord
exists.
Hood.
I forgot what the name
Patch
of it
him
is, though.
through.
Good news, Commander Keyes?
Good as it gets, sir.
So I see. What's your status, son?
Green, sir.
Glad to hear it.
Green.
Commander's come up with a good plan, but without you, I wasn't sure we could pull it off.
Truth's ships are clustered above the excavation site, and his infantry has deployed anti-aircraft batteries around the perimeter. But if we neutralize one of the batteries, punch a hole in Truth's defenses,
I'll initiate a low-level strike. Hit him right where it hurts. I only have a handful of ships, Master Chief. It's a big risk, but I'm confident.
Hell, not again.
emergency generators, now!
Shielding failed. They're down and charging.
As soon as they're up, re-establish contact with Lord Hood. Let him know.
All of you vermin, cowering in the dirt, thinking, what, I wonder, that you might escape the coming fire? No, your world will burn until its surface is but glass, and not even your demon will live to creep, blackened from its hole to mar the reflection of our passage, the culmination of our journey. For your destruction is the will of the gods, and I am their instrument.
Cocky bastard.
Is that you when you find the
Love
person
to
that
run
destroyed
his
your
mouth.
ship in Sea of
Does he
Thieves?
usually mention me?
You know? Yeah.
It's exactly
Give the
you when
order,
you find
we're
that
closing shop.
motherfucker who did it.
Ma'am?
We're about
Yeah.
to get hit.
All
The
personnel.
wounded.
Not even
We're getting
your
all of
demon
them out.
can save you now.
I have to carry him myself.
Ma'am, squad leaders are requesting a rally point. Where should they go?
I never got this line. It's so dumb.
To war.
It's like, cool, but where do I need to send him?
That.
That's like the only line I hate in this game.
They're down.
It was
or
so
we're
cheesy,
can't
but at
tell.
the same time, it didn't make sense.
Any of our birds squawking?
It makes no sense. What do you mean?
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. It makes no sense at all.
Oh, I thought you said it makes. It's cheesy, but it makes sense.
Yeah, I was saying it's cheesy and it makes no sense.
Okay.
Come on, sir. I'll show you the
It's
way.
like, cool, but where do I tell him to go to?
The base was built for some 20th century war. Full of old
Uh
tech.
oh.
Like these door
Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die.
What are you playing?
Sea of Thieves.
How could I have
Those
guessed?
turrets up. Watch your fields of fire.
Also, funny enough, Halo 3 actually takes place on Earth. At least in the beginning.
I was about to say when they mentioned that.
Hangar, Sergeant.
Agreed. Master Chief, get there.
When they mentioned Africa, I was like, huh.
Yeah, New Mombasa is actually in like a Northern Africa, so...
Hmm.
Well, at least in the game sense it is.
Chief? Good. This channel is secure. My fire teams are spread thin. We can't hold out forever. I need that hangar cleared for evac ASAP.
Yes, ma'am. I did kill you. What'd you know?
We have a situation! Scum! Wipe those bastards off the deck! I had him in my sights. What are you doing? I am glad to see you, Chief.
He is here.
Yes.
They put the Master Chief in the third game.
Oh yeah, they did. I thought they replaced him.
They replaced him with Mr. Chief.
Oh.
They actually replaced him with Master Chef.
Master Chef.
That was gonna be my second thing. Ramsey told him he's not good enough, and he kicked him off in the third episode of season 4.
They deleted him.
Removed from
Which mission is this one?
This is the second mission.
Okay. I was kind of expecting you to be halfway done already, but that's...
No, I started at 8.
Yeah, but I know, but your speedrun strats have been really good.
Well, here's the thing, I'm not even speedrunning, I'm just going through the game like normal.
I know, but your normal is very fast compared to...
Now I'm definitely not speedrunning.
Yeah, this is going to affect your personal best.
This will affect the trout population, I believe.
Oh my god, not this again. The trout Chief effectively killed all the trout himself.
Killed all the Covenant trout. The
Covenant
UNSC
trout?
Yeah, there's UNSC trout.
What would the Covenant trout be? Well, technically, it's just regular trout since we are on Earth.
Yeah, but they'd have like the Sanguili face or something.
The split lip face.
Yeah.
They'd have the wart face. Oh my god, that was a little excessive, Marines.
I'm gonna check something for others. I just realized I should probably put in the D&D chat that we have a game tomorrow.
Oh, Greg, I did a multi-summon earlier in Dokkan.
What'd you win?
So, I went for the Kale and Caulifla, which I'm like, I just kind of want more copies of... No, I didn't get them, but I did get 2 copies of the Red Kefla.
Oh.
And 1 multi. But also, Greg, remember, next Wednesday, Hits Extreme Z comes out.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that, not gonna lie.
I think the orange Kefla's Extreme Z is coming too, but the green Hit's getting his first.
I like how casually you can maintain conversations about other things while watching the enemy forces just kind of.
Oh yeah, I mean
they're pulling a Normandy in this.
I told Deej, I know this game like the back of my hand, so. I'll be honest. I think
that's me. That's me with Sonic Adventure 2.
I'll be honest, Greg. I played this game more than any other game I've played in my entire library in my whole life.
Just replaying it over and over.
Yeah, I just love playing this game. I just like playing the campaign. I don't like speedrunning. I just like playing it.
I mean, it's like not every game is satisfying to do fast. This game, it's like you could probably do it. You know, take your time and enjoy the environments. Sonic, the whole point is you're the fast.
I am the fast.
Speed. Remember I told somebody I played Sonic Adventure 2 and they're like, oh, do you speedrun? And I'm like, not really. I know some shortcuts. And then they're like, oh yeah, there's more shortcuts. And then I found out what he meant and I was like, oh my god.
Oh, that's weird. Technically holding the turret counts as a vehicle point of view, or vehicle view.
Is that because it's a different state?
Yeah.
That makes sense, actually. Because they're probably only using 2 different states for the game.
True. Still.
So it's like vehicle and not. Even though this isn't technically a vehicle, it's like they're probably using the vehicle like set so they can get the third-person camera. Because the third-person camera is probably locked to that.
Right.
So is there a reason you brought this, or you just wanted to have it for the funny?
Extra firepower.
That's fair.
Because I'm about to fight a lot of buggers. Yes.
Quick, Miles, get back to the ops center.
I'm trying, but I'm too slow.
Get to the ops center, and he's just bunny hopping, just trying his best.
It's just.
Under attack. All available combat teams respond.
Miles, if you jumped into that doorway and it did the... You remember that guy who jumped up and hit his head on the doorway? It was like that meme? It was just like... Boink.
Or it's just like from episode 4 of Star Wars where they actually made the audible sound whenever the stormtrooper hit his head on the doorway.
Oh, the guy bonked his head.
It's funny because in like the HD remaster of them about 6 years ago, they actually made it audible to where it bonks whenever he hits the door.
Line him up! Line him up!
What the hell are those things, Sergeant?
Drones! A whole swarm! Take them down! Short control burst!
What swarm?
Okay, it's short control burst and you're sitting there holding the trigger like...
I'm sitting here firing a whole minigun into the swarm.
Came prepared.
Now you know why I got it.
Everyone's happy to see Chief.
If I try to hook up a timer, it might go off all by itself.
Gift with purchase. Man, I still can't believe this game came out in 2007.
This was 2007?
Yeah.
I can both believe it and also it is amazing that it's been that long.
2007 was 14 years ago. God, this game is 14 years old.
Follow me, Chief.
It's almost old enough to drive.
I mean, if it started early.
If its parents are cool, it's already driving.
He's probably got a worker's permit.
Yeah, talking about Halo 3 as a person is really weird if it's like, because they have...
No, because it's John Halo, remember?
I mean, the original Halo's old enough.
There he is, John Halo.
I mean, it's actually right in both ways. It's the funniest
I know,
thing.
his name is John, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, John.
It's funny because we don't know his last name, so possibility that it actually could be Halo hypothetically.
Actually, it would be funnier if his name was.
His name was John Thrombosis.
John Thrombosis.
Ooh,
I would laugh so hard if somebody asked, like at a Halo panel or at something, they would ask him like, what is Master Chief's last name?
And they'll just say Halo.
John. Well, no, I was gonna like what they asked. What's his last name? John.
John.
His last name is John Boses.
John Boses.
John Boses.
You know, I could take the gravity hammer, but I don't wanna.
What do you mean you don't wanna? It's the big bonk. You get to hit people with it.
Yeah, but I like shooting things better than hitting people.
Dude,
that's like the antithesis to the human nature of hitting things. Guns are fun, but nothing quite satisfies.
Greg, here's the thing. I can hit him still, but at a distance.
Yeah, but not with a hammer.
Here. I have a stick in my hand anyway. I call it my boomstick. Okay.
Boomstick.
Sweet. Some people nickname shotguns, don't they?
Well, specifically one person.
Who?
Evil Dead, Ash.
Oh.
He very specifically calls it his boomstick. Where did you... Oh, you found the skull.
I did.
I was trying to figure out where you were going.
I found the... Here's Arbiter, I got something funny to show you.
Where'd you go? Where did you come?
It'd be funny if he looked at it and just shot it. Like,
The way he turned when you threw it at him. I don't think he was quite appreciative of you bringing that thing down here.
I love that Marine flying every time.
Yeah, don't touch the Marines.
Kill them all. Kill all the Marines.
No! They actually are killing them. Stop!
Don't kill these men.
Oh, I got shot in the dick! Oh!
Wow, you really did.
I got
lost.
They really did go.
Miles, you lost a testicle.
I did.
They actually
Another one
did go around.
Another one?
No! Please!
What actually impresses me more is the fact that somehow it went around the plating too. Like it wasn't just
Well, I mean, these are hot spikes too, so.
Yeah, but like it didn't just go into. It didn't just hit you in the crotch. It went around your armor to get you like directly.
But guess what? I'm gonna give them a full buckshot through their armor.
Yeah, I'm gonna bounce for a little bit. I'll be back in a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Videos.
So you're
9 to 10 getting food.
Well, he didn't necessarily getting food, but
I mean, it's
kind of what you gotta assume at this point.
It's 8 p.m.
Oh, I thought I had a flare. Oh. You know, here's the thing. The equipment in this game, it was a really good idea. The only thing I don't like about it, the flare. It is completely useless in single player.
Perfect. I like that we get to watch that guy get thrown against the wall 3 times in a row.
So it might be 4.
Do you think he remembers each time he gets thrown?
Yeah, he's like, this is starting to suck.
It's like Edge of Tomorrow, Live Die Repeat, but it's just him getting thrown into a wall.
Edge of, I actually never watched that movie.
Didn't Undertale deal with that, where it's like if somebody keeps resetting save points, who remembers it? And it's like Sans does.
And that was Flowey.
Well, I know Flowey does, but Sans does too. Because every time you died, he would remember that he would be like, oh yeah, come back again, huh? Because he knew that you were messing with stuff. Like he knew what you were doing.
Yeah.
If you're doing the, genocide run, but like.
I remember even like uninstalling the game and what are you doing?
Yeah, it doesn't fix it. You have to like delete everything to get it to work.
I remember they actually did a hidden thing where if you actually tried to name your character as one of the characters in the game, it would say no.
Oh, did you check out the Minecraft stuff yesterday?
No, we actually only talked about
today.
it today. Not yet.
Okay.
If
remember we talked about it.
I'm pretty sure the game won't last that long. Maybe afterwards we could.
Okay. Remember we talked about it. I don't remember when, but I was like, oh yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah, we talked about it today when we were playing SCP.
For some reason, you dual wielding this reminded me of that cursed Halo mod where you could triple wield those guns.
Oh, the third limb.
The third arm just raises out of your stomach like hell.
It wasn't specifically an arm though.
It had a hand.
It said third limb on the description. What the? What the? He just got bumped in the head by a barrel. He's like, the fuck?
You kicked a barrel at him.
He's like, the fuck, man?
He was not very. Whoa. You and Arbiter. It looks like you two are holding invisible boxes.
He's like, careful, we gotta get to the top. Don't want to drop it.
It drops the invisible box. All the invisible contents fall out.
You just hear like a bunch of glass shattering, but you don't see where it went.
And then it's like you're like, oh please don't step on the glass. And you step on it. It's like, oh.
Your foot's bleeding, but there's like nothing in there.
Yeah, it's just like it just looks weird.
Where are you going?
Prank him, John.
Hell yeah. What?
Yeah, because he was coming down in an animation.
Woo!
Oh. Somebody had the bright idea to throw a grenade at you. They knew you'd survive. It's okay.
Where's he at? He's up there still, isn't he?
Probably.
Hi. Guess what? I'm glad they brought him back for Infinite.
I kind of am. On the one hand, they're really fun, but on the other, in Infinite, they're really weird.
Well, it's like they're extra powerful at the cost of slower detonation.
Well, in Infinite, it's like they send all the stuff everywhere. They send the spikes everywhere. So
yeah, that's what the spikes do in this game too.
I know, but in Infinite, they're weird. Like they don't, like the spikes themselves don't do a whole lot if they don't hit direct. If it's not all of them.
Well, yeah, I mean, like even in this game, I just dropped myself. Like, damn.
Throw a gun into the abyss. Why?
I'll just grab this one.
Grab another one because I threw my other one off the ledge.
You get down here, so I don't accidentally.
It really is. Wait. How far did it go down?
It's all the way down there.
Oh.
Yeah,
it's gone.
It's gone.
Some one of the crawler guys.
One of the Halo 3 rats is enjoying
Do you remember that movie, The Descent?
Yes.
One of those guys is gonna find it, just down there.
What are you doing down here, Arbiter? Get up there.
He's not going up there. Greetings.
Greetings. What is he doing? He looks so happy.
What the Arbiter doing? So what are you waiting for?
I think I missed. Oh, yep, I see him. I see him right up there.
Oh, is it one of those where it's like he's just stuck up there?
I see him too.
Oh, throw a grenade up there.
Ah, here he comes.
Yeah, so you can trigger him.
I'm gonna let them take
It didn't even go 2
just-
seconds.
I don't think.
Yeah, he didn't go 2 seconds.
God, I think it was excessive, don't you think?
Dude, those Marines hate that guy.
I'm gonna turn down the volume on my mic. I think I'm a little loud on the OBS.
They absolutely did not like that guy for camping.
It's like you're stalling the game.
Hey, we want to get on the Pelican. Can you like let us clear the LZ real quick, please? Please let us clear the LZ. Maybe.
Right, now I can get out of here.
We wanna land?
No, but yeah, this game, like I said, I played this game. Like I could like literally close my eyes and just imagine the entire levels in my head.
Sorry, Commander, there were too many.
Cause
Yeah, I can say I think I've gotten to that point with Dark Souls 3.
You will be the
Oh, hi Cortana. You're going crazy again.
this guy's not having a fun time. Oh,
That guy definitely saw something he shouldn't have.
he got his
before
head crushed by thighs, brute thighs.
Like having that's like a gorilla just giving you like a really weird bear hug.
I mean, they are technically gorillas, so.
They got us to the gorillas. That's whenever I was about to say John Halo again. God dang it! Whenever Master Chief finds when he has to go find the brutes, he's telling Arbiter to take us to the gorillas.
Take us to the monkeys.
Take us to the gorillas. Go, will us.
So earlier, one of the grunts' voice lines, whenever he was like threatening to kill me, he said, "I'm gonna take your liver. I'm gonna eat your liver on a cracker." I'm like, "What? I've never heard that one before."
On a cracker?
That's what he said. Yeah. Can you die?
Maybe shoot it. I don't think you're gonna hit that dude.
Oh, you just got at a lower angle for me. Thank you.
Hey, free gun.
Hey.
The audacity of the grunts sometimes.
Hey, you gotta give them credit. They're still trying.
They're trying their best. All of them get effort. They get medals for effort.
Taken their command center.
See if I can.
Have you discovered how they plan to stop me?
Man, it's a good thing we don't actually have like. The second the military figures out sticky grenades, we're gonna have too many Halo players trying to join the military.
We got the Stemtex grenades.
Those are, I think those are like hypothetical grenades. I don't even know if they actually exist.
Why don't you look it up real quick? I think it there.
I'll Google it. I'll Google it.
Because I'm actually curious myself.
I don't think those are actually real. Because I'm fairly certain that
it uses the same material as like C4 explosives, doesn't it?
Well, no, Semtex is its own explosive. Semtex is actually a stronger explosive, technically.
But isn't it made with the same like clay stuff as like C4?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Semtex is a different combination of stuff that makes it clay.
Ah.
It's technically a different formula, but similar idea.
So it is a real thing.
Semtex grenades. Wait, are Semtex grenades real? Oh, wait, what? Is there such a thing as a Semtex grenade?
There will be a great deal of hardship on the road ahead.
Are Semtex grenades from COD real?
I would guess they are.
Well, hold on. I found a thread on. I found a thread. Let me see if I can. Semtex is a real explosive. However, the grenades of Semtex that are in COD are entirely fiction. You could definitely make a grenade device out of Semtex, but it would not be quite. It would be quite dangerous, and it would certainly not stick to anything. So no, the sticky part of that grenade is fake, but the actual explosive is a real thing.
So what is the real explosive? Oh, is that just what the explosive is called?
Semtex is the explosive form. Yeah. Like it's like C4 where it's a plastic explosive, but it's a different formula.
Okay.
It's made with 2 different things.
Gotcha.
I remember I saw a direct comparison. It was on Deadliest Warrior of all places. They did a direct comparison of Semtex and C4, and they did a pound of each, and they blew up an outhouse with a pound of each.
More powerful?
Semtex is stronger.
Really?
Yeah, but like in a pound-to-pound, like the heat generated was stronger by Semtex, but it wasn't like, it's not super big a difference, but it's enough where it's like you could tell. Like they had enough data to tell that it was at least there was a difference. It's not super big, but it's enough that it's like, yeah, Semtex is stronger.
Find that elevator.
I think it's just because the explosives that the formula for Semtex is I think it generates more heat on explosion, which, you know, if blown up in the right conditions would create a bigger blast. But yeah, pound for pound though, it's actually really cool. That, like, I remember watching that episode and thinking, man, I get to watch an outhouse get blown up, and the Semtex one, I remember the whole roof just went straight up, like 30 feet. Like, I forget how far it went, but it was just like the roof went flying. And they had they put a ballistics gel body in, like underneath where they put the Semtex, and I think they flung the body like some 50 feet out, like the torso with both of them. It was just like sends them flying. The slow-mo footage is great. Should try and find that at some point. That test was hilarious.
What happened?
I did like the system in Halo 3. Or any Halo, I think they did it in Halo 2 as well.
Get your boots on the line.
Where you could actually
Chief's got the right idea.
keep the weapons that you had in the previous level.
Out of these caves.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Sometimes it is a nuisance, especially if you have weapons that are low on ammo.
Oh yeah, if it keeps your weapons, but your ammo count sucks.
Yeah.
At least that guy's being nice and opening the door. Unfortunately, he cannot get into your Warthog.
But he can get into that one.
Oh, he gets them. They get the Scout Hog. I see.
So something cool that I saw that you could do now in Halo Infinite with like the Scout Hog that they have in that game. You could now, if you're by yourself, you could actually pin the flag on the back of the Scout Hog.
So you can drive it around on the back?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty solid.
Honestly, I'm surprised they haven't thought of something like that sooner, but that is like the coolest idea.
Well, it was probably just because like originally when you're in it, it's like how they count it as a new, like maybe it's just how they were organizing the game didn't allow for it.
Maybe, but at the same time, it's still a cool addition.
No, it's good. I didn't even know that though because I haven't played enough Halo Infinite to know.
Well, I follow the Halo follower channel or on Twitter. They're basically the official like Halo community support thing. Or cool. Not community, but the official Halo Twitter.
Oh, okay.
It's Halo Waypoint is what it's called.
For a moment there, I thought, like, can you imagine if, like, it caught the gun, if that, like, cable caught the gun and it just lifted the Warthog up like a swing? Like, yeah, you just kind of go up. And it's like, uh-oh.
I don't know why, I'm just reminded of the meme where Peter tripped on the sidewalk, but then he just does a whole front flip.
He just catches himself.
He just does a whole front flip. And I remember everyone in the comments was just like, whoa. I was expecting everything but that. Oh my god.
Man, if only you know what's the real fantasy in this game? Being able to drive a car, hit something that's weighing more than 300 pounds, and not breaking the front of the car.
That's in any game that you use a vehicle to hit somebody with.
I mean, that's how I feel when we play Forza. Because I drive those things.
Is you can't hit anybody in that game. Like,
I mean, well, no, in some of the older games, actually, no, what was it? Gran Turismo 5, you could hit other people.
What?
Yeah, you can hit people in Gran Turismo.
My Marine just popped off.
Well, probably because I think you might have flipped him in such a way that he had to get off.
It's because I remember now. It's because whenever any kind of sticky grenade hits a Warthog and Marines are on it.
Yeah, they try to get off because they don't want to be on it. Oh.
That brute is Omega dead. You there?
Just send him flying.
He's just like, ugh.
I repeat, my convoy's been hit. I've
I saw a guy speedrun this level under 5 minutes.
Wait, someone did this under 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Ow.
So I'll show you here in a minute. But,
it's like when I watched, do you remember that one game that came out, Superliminal? It was like the one where it's like your perspective changes how big objects are.
no, actually, I never heard of that one.
Oh, that game, well, first off, that game's great. But I watched you know how IGN does the developers react to speedruns of their game? And in that game was someone finished it in like 23 minutes, I think. Yeah, sorry.
Jesus. By the way, how he sped run it, what he did.
Speed ran.
Speed.
Sped run?
Yes. That's what I'm gonna call it. I'm sick of it.
Are you calling it sped run?
He managed to like wedge the Warthog perfectly without any issue through these barriers. And over this, and he just kept driving all the way through.
Oh.
It's like really hard to do.
Have you ever seen I was watching
He's just like, screw it, I'm not even gonna try it.
Have you ever seen the speed run of Fallout New Vegas?
No.
So the goal is to finish the main story, like getting basically doing the Mr. House ending, or not the house ending, the one where you take New Vegas, and it's doing that ending, and I think he did it in like I'd like to say 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
Hold on, I'm gonna double check myself on that.
I do know the Fallout 3 speed run where you stay as a baby and you get the power armor.
Oh my god. Hold on, let me try and think. Yeah, Fallout New. I'm gonna spell a bunch of Fallout New Vegas speedrun IGN. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's 10 minutes. My bad. But yeah, they got a bunch of and this was this year actually. Yeah, I'll grab this really quick. I'm gonna link it to you really quick. Share. Can I grab the link?
No, you keep killing my Marines. Stop.
Close that. Alright. I'll send that to you personally because that's a good one.
Okay. They kept killing my Marines.
That's still a good fan art. But yeah, it's a 10-minute speedrun of New Vegas. And there's a clip where he comes into a room and he like when he goes to Mr. House, he gets Mr. House, he opens a thing. The moment it opens, he just caps him. Like immediate shoot.
I just took down that whole Phantom.
Power of the fuel rocket, and then that one grunt survived.
He's just like, He's like, what did I miss?
But yeah,
oh no, the Marine died.
Yeah, he dropped a grenade. When you killed that grunt, he dropped the grenade, and it fell right on top of him.
Oh, hi.
They're just like they were like too confused to really realize.
Like,
what was going on.
should I do something?
All right,
Master Chief, the man that could physically punch a tank to death.
Pelicans coming in.
I wish I could punch a tank to death. Well, actually, no. Specifically, you punched it. You punched it in the right place to kill a guy inside and take the vehicle yourself.
Come on, Marine.
Brutes must suck. They heads too damn big for the tank.
Why do you think the elites quit the Covenant?
Because they kept getting punched out of their tanks. Really. What? Don't shoot friendlies, nerd.
Oh, he's invincible.
Is he invincible?
Yeah.
If you hit him once and he just like exploded suddenly, would you be upset? Wow, they built Pelicans Tonka tough.
They made him Tonka tough.
Yeah, the Phantom got shredded after a fuel rod cannon magazine. 5 wraith shots directly to the face, and the Pelican just continues.
Oh, something cool. I never really took into consideration. It was more apparent in Halo 2. When you boosted and then fired a mortar shot, it kept its velocity and speed.
That's pretty good.
So like if you boosted, the mortar shot was like boosted.
You know what's weird about that is you'd think that plasma or light wouldn't have like, well actually no, it'd be plasma because that was mass.
Yeah. It's plasma.
Yeah, if it was like a laser that'd be really weird, but no, it's plasma, so yeah, it would maintain velocity.
Well, hi guys.
Loop him. Prank him, John. I feel like every single time you're about to get the jump on somebody in this game, we can say prank him, John, and it still works.
Funny enough, that's what me and Johnny was doing last night in the universe too.
Just
when Ultra Instinct Goku came out, when we were trying, we're still trying to get Powerball. And Ultra Instinct came out, and we said that's him, John Prankum.
John Prankum. Oh, don't shoot him too close.
Hey.
You know what's weird is I imagine that's how it'd feel like if you shot the back of a. Do you remember that? Do you remember the? Oh. Do you remember the pod races in Star Wars?
Yes.
I feel like that would be the same like momentum, like that what you did to that guy where you like pushed him up the back. It'd be like that if you fired something underneath the the pod part of the pod racer.
Yeah.
Like you're like Sebulba's trying to fly by, you shoot the back and it just kind of raises.
You know what guy always gets me whenever he dies is that one that goes and when he hits the wall, he has like that really like frog-like noise, like
oh, I know what you're talking about. The guy who blows up in the tunnels.
Yeah.
Where oh god, I know what you're talking about. Now I need to find it.
Oh, there's a Marine. What the hell?
Why was he in a chopper?
He's like,
how did he get the chopper?
How did he get the chopper? Yeah.
Right, yeah, I'm gonna look up that scream just for you because that's hilarious. I remember there was a meme where somebody was like, "Oh yeah, his family came to watch the race," and then they see that.
He just. I know which one. I know what meme you're talking about too.
Oh my god!
Where did you come from?
It's so bad. It's just like, or he's screaming and then the kid.
There's so many choppers. Oh god.
Pod race deleted scene. Can it please be the one? Can it please find the person I'm looking for?
Just look up a pod racing tunnel crash.
Oh yeah, no, that, you know what? Pod race. I'm gonna look up episode of pod race. Tunnel crash. Yeah. I just want that clip in crash pod race crash and fun crashes. I'm gonna have to like see it on my phone. Find him. Let me find when that man eats it.
The noise he makes just always gets me.
Oh my god! Someone replaced the screen! Oh god! That caught me way off guard. Wait, hold on.
What happened?
They replaced the scream.
Replace the scream? Please tell me they replaced it with Gangster's Paradise.
Oh my god. Hold on, I need to. Let me send this to you.
Let me see this.
Oh, no.
Let me see this.
Hold on, I'm gonna send it to you directly. Hold on. It's killing me right now because I'm thinking about it. Skip to like 40 seconds. And I'm gonna show my dad this.
Where's it at?
Man. I sent it to Facebook, sorry.
Oh, through Facebook, okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'm gonna show my dad this.
Let me see this.
Replace the screen.
Please tell me it's Gangster's Paradise.
No, the pod racing.
Replace the screen.
Wait, skip to 40 seconds?
Yeah, 40 seconds. Oh man. Miles, you're not ready for this one. It's really loud.
Let me see this. No!
Tiny little dude, he's screaming so loud.
Oh, man. Find the original one.
Yeah, I'll try to find the original one, but man, that one, it just caught me so off guard though.
When you find it, send it to Discord.
Let me find it on YouTube real quick. Oh, it caught me so off guard though to see that.
No!
Let's see. Star Wars episode 1. Hey, pod race. Very good.
Now this is pod racing.
Oh, my caps lock. Oops. Crash pod race. Every crash of the. Oh, wait. All right, maybe this one will be faster. Oh, jeez, that's loud.
What? I'm dead. I died somehow. I died by dying.
Oh my god, the actual noise is worse.
The actual noise is better.
No, it is. Yeah. All right. So this one. All right, I'll send it to you through Discord. I got you, G. I got you. Oh my god, the actual scream is like, man, Miles. If I could figure out, if I could edit that, and put the spin filter on it. Oh man. No lie, the sound effects. I always love the scene that crash. Oh, wait, is this the Sebulba's crash?
Lord Hood.
Oh yeah.
Music to my ears.
Oh man, I haven't seen that one in a while.
Fully uncovered, sir.
Prophet of Truth doesn't know it yet, but he's about to get taken right
Have
off.
you ever like?
You will take our
It gets
city
me
back.
every time I hear
Drive
that.
our enemy into the grave they've been so happily.
Wait. Skip to
One
minute
final effort is all
minute
that
10.
A minute 10.
Yeah, minute 10. The scream. Someone just said the scream is great. Oh, somebody else really liked it too. Somebody else also really liked that the one that you like. Somebody else said that one had him dying.
I mean, listen to it. It's just so stupid.
I know what it sounds like.
It sounds like a toad. It sounds like a
Wait,
toad
you know
with
what,
the light
Miles?
pushed
I have a
on it.
question. Miles, I have a question. Would Halo be better if those two screams were the only two things that would play when an elite died in this, or like when a brute died?
If an elite died, the first one, yes. But if a brute died, the second one, yes.
Oh, explode.
No, if a grunt dies, you hear
If
that
a grunt does
one.
the first one with a grunt, where it's like the weird, I can't do that noise.
It's so fucking stupid.
It's like you have to do that noise, but also like roll your R, like do something in the back of your throat or something.
I can't do it. How did they come up with it? They just took a pug and made it.
Someone said that it's a voice actor, so it's like, dude, someone had to do that noise in a booth. And have to look. They had to look their boss in the eye while making that noise.
Imagine being so strong you could just walk through glass.
Yeah, I was about to say you just walked right through it.
I did.
It's like remember, you know that scene in SpongeBob where he just kind of pushes through the metal of the wall?
Yeah.
To see Mermaid Man? It's like that, but Master Chief, when he hears that there's Covenant that need to be dealt with.
Wake up, Spartan. We got a ring to burn.
Another one.
Another ring to burn. Oh, hi.
Hello, sir. You have grenades. Make him regret being born. Teach him a lesson about spacing.
This is why we don't. Oh my god.
This is why you never stand within 20-foot radius of each other, because fireballs are a thing.
This is why social distancing was implemented.
This is not why social distancing was implemented. Bonk, bonk, bonk.
He was still rolling.
Sierra 117.
You're doing your best.
Moving as fast as
Get
you
him.
can, sir. I know he'll get it done.
Oh!
Oh, there's a lead. No. Man, it always feels weird that Halo 3 is like one of the few games that you don't fight elites in.
Well, it's like they're also your allies too.
Yeah, even in 4, it was like there were elites to fight. That was also because Jewel and Don was kind of a dick.
Well, he wasn't even the main focus. I think that's the problem.
He was the focus for the Spartans.
Spartanauts, yeah, but not for.
Yeah, and he was actually cool in that one because he actually like straight up fought someone to death, which is actually kind of neat.
Target destroyed. Move to the next area. Over.
No, I want that.
Yeah, Miles, I just had the actual thought. How does the motion tracker work?
Motion tracker?
Yeah, the motion tracker in your suit. How does it actually work? Because it's like it
that's
really can
something
pick
you're
up.
gonna have to look up for Spartan.
Because it's like it clearly picks up signals from something. Let me Google this one. My phone.
It's almost like a thermal sensor, I guess.
Well, I don't know if it's a thermal sensor because it registers rates, and they wouldn't be giving off unless it's like I don't know.
Maybe it's like sound based. I don't know.
Is it? Well, I'm gonna look it up.
Because it does the same thing when it. Oh my god.
What's that?
Motion detector just knows the movement. Like,
Yeah, but it also can track like non-moving targets sometimes. So I'm curious if it does something else.
Well, it also also tracks if someone fires their weapon too, like Call of Duty.
Yeah, but like if it tracks when they fire weapons, it's like is that
Well, they're moving. The bullets coming.
motion tracker? Right. What does the wiki say? Piece of equipment. Overview. Okay, what is it? How does it work? I'm trying to figure out how it works. I'm curious how it actually. Okay, so it has a vulnerability to seawater.
Vulnerability to what?
And it can be jammed. Usage. First
The motion
units.
tracker can be jammed. I do know that.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Trying to see if they have like a way of how it works. So they have. It does have a specified range. There's nothing about how the science works of it. How does Halo motion sensors work? Don't die. I'm trying to figure out how the motion tracker works.
And remember, it also is futuristic technology too.
I know, but it's like it would
It's
be.
curious.
Well, yeah, and I'm wondering how much they consulted to like follow the actual tech.
Nice work.
Should I keep this?
But it might be. I'm curious if it's a combination of sensors though, because if it's a combination of motion, thermal, and
it does pick up audio whenever someone fires their weapon too. So.
So if it's like a combination of things to get to triangulate positions, that's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
I can imagine by what is this 2500s?
Yeah, 2552.
2552. Yeah, I'd imagine they'd be able to combine most of the same systems together. I'd hope. I mean, granted, they made a dude in green armor who's capable of punching tanks to death. So. Nice team.
They also made a double barrel rocket launcher. So.
Double barrel. Because one rocket's just not enough.
Oh my god,
dude, this Marine's going nuts.
This Marine is wilding. Look at him.
This Marine played Call of Duty when he was growing up. Be careful though, your helmet is
I see it. Marine probably will get me killed fast. Oh my god!
No, this Marine is wild and he's trying to get the nuke. he's going for a 25 kill streak.
What? Where did that come from?
Sent him flying.
He doesn't even hesitate. He fires before he finishes aiming. Also, Greg,
that's just what I do.
You wanted to see something? What does that look like to you?
What? What is that?
Look closely at it.
Wait a minute. It's a cruise ship, so.
Well, look what it looks like.
Is this supposed to be the Titanic reference?
No. Look what I'm wearing.
What are you wearing?
Look at it. Looks like Chief's helmet.
Oh, the front of the bottom of the ship. Oh, I wasn't even looking at that. I was looking at the top half. I was like, what is that? Nice shot, Chief. Yeah, the mongoose is really top heavy. Especially with a guy who weighs like almost half a ton.
No, he canonically weighs officially a ton.
Oh, what? Wait, the armor actually weighs a ton?
Yes, like I'm not kidding. It actually weighs about a ton.
Man.
Look at
Good thing the armor's powered. It's a good thing that armor's powered.
It is, yeah. What are you gonna do with that thing?
You know what he's about to do with that thing.
I know what I'm gonna do.
They coming? This guy, he looks so worried.
He's like, what are you doing with that barrel down my throat?
Yeah, you really are putting the sniper barrel down his throat.
Yeah, look at it again, Greg.
Oh, it actually does look like his helmet. Oh, I see it.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, you look to your side. Oh, hey, the scarab showed up. What?
Hey, leg.
Leg. Oh, got him. Good job. So with your countdown, are you gonna do Spartan Ops, or are you just gonna do campaign?
No, just main campaigns.
Okay. I'll do Spartan Ops myself. I'll do that one. Oh, you almost had it.
Oh, come on.
You almost had that. That was pretty sick. Not gonna lie.
You're just have to do it the stupid way.
You mean the way you're supposed to do it?
You just have to do this.
I was about to say, Miles, are you saying that the stupid way is the way that the game tells you to do it?
I was trying to do it the cool way, where I jumped on top of it.
I mean, it is the cool way. How weird is it that all of the Covenant's like best tanks are like these weird like claw boys?
That's something, yeah. I mean, you know, funny enough, the Scarab is actually composed of the same stuff the Hunters are made of. Like here, let me, like, see, look, yeah, see the worms?
Oh. I like that you can just punch it. It just knocked you back a little bit.
Wow, it almost actually kind of killed me.
Yeah, that's why you don't stand right next to the explosion you're about to cause.
So, I looked it up. The Halo sniper is actually based off of a real-life sniper.
Which one?
I think it's...
We've got this area locked down, sir.
Forget what it's called. Hold on a second.
Are you gonna go Google it?
I know what it is. It's, NT Sniper, I think.
Oh, okay.
No, hold on. No, the NT2, no, that is not it.
That'd be a close one, though. It'd be close.
Hold on. The NTW-20. That's what it's based off of. Like, I'm not kidding. If you look at that and then the Halo 1 sniper, you're just like, oh yeah, that's literally, like, word for word. It's the same thing.
Yes.
We'll get you through.
I'm taking this missile pod with me.
Why?
Because it shoots missiles. I can kill
yeah,
anything.
but you have a rocket launcher.
Yeah, but what if I want to save those?
Chief, good to see you.
Yeah, but it's gonna take you a year and a half to get over there with carrying this freaking thing. You already weigh a ton, and you have to carry this thing as well.
I guarantee this thing I'm holding is probably half a ton.
I am your shield.
I still love it in the Forward Unto Dawn movie.
Good.
When they're trying to get into the weapons locker, and Chief tells them, grab a weapon and armor up. And he goes, we can't, the weapons locker's locked. And he looks at the weapons locker, punches it, and breaks it off.
Can you imagine seeing someone like it's like a stainless steel door, and then Big Chief here comes over and he's like, oh, it's locked, you say, proceeds to punch it.
And not anymore.
Come on, let's see.
The Marines are just like, please no.
Now I can use these.
Ah, yes. The thing that no one expects, the gun foo of using a sniper rifle at point blank. Oh, construction workers.
Leave them alone.
Hey, leave the construction workers alone. They're just trying to do their job.
Why do they
all have guns now?
Oh, hey, I'll take one of these.
You know what? You know what though? It's probably because they're like, listen, it's either we fight, or there's a chance we could get.
I'm sorry, but that part always gets me. They just go flying.
Dude, the Covenant does not care. They're just like, all right, wait, are you guys combatants? Too bad. The good thing they don't have Geneva on their planet. Otherwise, you know, they'd actually have to follow some freaking rules.
They have the opposite of Geneva, like
freaking dorks. They don't even have
no,
rules.
No, that's not fair.
What?
He's got invincibility on. No, leave him alone. Leave him alone.
They kill all his friends.
Leave him alone.
Oh no, the construction work. Oh, dude, grab the stick. Take it. The stick. Big hammer.
Funny hammer goes.
Dude, the unga bunga of this weapon is great. Just
you dare?
Give him what for? Frank him, John.
I slammed him into the wall. He's like, bro, you didn't have to do me like that.
Dude, I wish there was a weapon in real life that could send people flying like that, like the hammer.
It's called a
Do you
car.
think? Do you
It's
think? Do
called
you
a
think
car.
actual? Do you think actual warfare will do that and go backwards? So we send people with like melee weapons to go fight.
Yeah.
Because
It's
like, all right,
it's
well,
like
we
you
need
do
to
in
ensure
Dark
that everyone's.
Souls. You just go at people with a club. That's what you
We
do.
send someone to war. They go in with a big with a big stick. What in the heck? What did you just do?
Made it easier to see.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm just thinking about though, if we went backwards and with warfare and did that, do you think it'd be fun or do you think it'd be like? Do you think it'd be? I think it'd make people. It would definitely make people think twice about trying to start something. You know.
Damn it.
I don't think anybody's willing to start something if they have to go handle it themselves.
What?
You're threading the needle. You're like, it's like passing under his armpit.
God, the hitboxes in this game are like.
They're too real. They're too real.
He's holding an entire plasma cannon.
What is he holding? How is he?
He's holding an entire plasma
That's
cannon.
strong. That's the strongest grunt. That's the weakest grunt. The strongest brute is like just the mom.
average brute fan versus average grunt enjoyer.
Thank God. And be careful your shields.
You growling at me, boy? Where are you guys running to?
You sent him spinning off. Dude, I wish. Neat.
Funny enough, this is what the trailer was kind of based off of from this cutscene.
Oh, the. Oh yeah, I see it.
Like especially
This
with
cutscene is the trailer. I can see it. Look at it. Imagine being in 2006 and seeing
I'm just glad you're not here to skip the cutscene.
yeah, because I always do that too. Just press the button. You know, I'm just
fire at will.
Oh god. Man, imagine being in 2006 and getting to see this the first time.
How do you think me and my dad felt?
You get to see this. Like, this is the trailer too. Like, it just. Oh.
The trailer still blows me away to this day. It was an E3 reveal too.
I can see this at an E3. That was back in the days when Sega still joined in as a console developer. Actually, no, that would have been like one of the last years because I think 2004 was the last time they showed up as like with the Dreamcast. I think.
Yes.
I don't remember. I'm gonna look that up.
I think the Dreamcast was discontinued in 2004.
I'm gonna look it up. Let's see.
What did Truth just do? Did he activate the rings?
No, sir. But he certainly did something.
Evac wounded and
I just found the
regroup.
meme.
Wherever
It's
Truth went.
Samus wearing the
Contacts
Metroid armor,
slipping in.
and it says "Reject humanity, return the Metroid."
When was the last Sega console released? 1999. With the Dreamcast. And they stopped. Oh, and the 2001 was when they stopped doing it. But E3 has been around for 25 years, so.
When? Wait, 20? Oh my god.
Yeah, E3's been around for a while now. It's been a mainstay of the industry since the 90s, I think.
Why? I beat the part time.
I think it started. I think it was more than 25 years, but I know they started in the 90s because they started doing big expos and stuff. Because they could start
That's
doing
a
tech
reference to
stuff.
something. What is it from?
What? It followed me home.
Yeah.
You got me, man.
The flood. It's spreading all over the city.
How do we contain it?
This game?
Find the crashed flood ship.
Yeah.
Overload its engine core. We either
Yeah, they've
destroy
moved to a
the
different
city
area.
or
It's actually the same area.
Oh, is it the same area?
Yeah.
Oh, because the flood. Okay.
Yeah, because everything's on fire now.
Oh, because yeah.
Well, remember,
the
because we're in
hero-
Africa.
Human boss is looking crazy.
Yeah.
Here, we get to him. There he is.
No, damn it.
You almost had him.
Because he had the skull.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
He's gonna go off and do soliloquies in the midnight sky with that thing.
Oh boy, look, 100% one too.
So you got a 100% hammer and a battle rifle. You ready? You're ready for the spooky part. It's not even spooky, it's just zombies.
Sergeant, come on!
Oh yeah, Flood's here. Yeah, those are the Flood. They're like an infection. They're like kind of like zombies.
They're really weak in the game.
What's up? Yeah, those guys.
Quickly, let us find their ship. Make short work of this abomination.
The Covenant didn't want to play fair, so they used a bioweapon.
Actually, no. Flood got here on its own.
Save your fire for the group.
I mean, the Covenant kind of are the reason it's out.
Yeah, they're the reason it's out, but at the same time,
Well, I mean, that's still
smart
just...
enough to actually fly a ship through space.
Just thinking, imagine.
Save the Marine! Save the
Do you
Marine!
remember what movie was it? There was actually he got infected, so I had to punch him.
I'd rather him die.
There was a movie actually where they had smart zombies that were fast.
Oh, I Am Legend.
No, it was different. It was besides I Am Legend. There was another movie that was like that. There's another movie that's like that though, where it's smart fast zombies. They're like black and stuff. They're like almost like goo monsters. It's really... I've only seen them move. Like I've only seen clips of that movie. Like I've seen enough of it to be like, oh geez, these are scary zombies, because they move fast, like gorillas with rabies type of fast.
Oh, is it the crazy? No, is it
I'll look it up. I have to look it up.
28
Now I'm
days
like,
later?
it might be 28 days later.
Because that's when everyone's like feral and crazy too.
28 days later, is that the one? Rage virus. Oh, and that was Cillian Murphy. Man, Cillian Murphy looked weird back then. Cillian Murphy. He's the main character in that movie. I don't know if it's. I'm gonna have to look up a clip of it just to see if it's like. But no, Cillian Murphy. You know what's weird is I know him from Peaky Blinders because I had to watch that for the game-based fiction class. That show was actually okay. The later seasons were kind of weird, but the first season was kind of good. I at least was able to enjoy it, unlike Carnival Row, which made me really sad. And then they were like, "Oh, this is the Carnival Row is what we're going to be looking at for."
Arbiter got stuck.
Let's see. 28 days later. 28 days later.
He's trying his hardest.
He's trying to get to you.
He won't. He's stuck. I got the fire.
Okay, I'm looking. I think 28 days later definitely has like. They're going fast. I think.
Chief, I can't tell you that it's not safe. The Grave Mind, it knows us.
Oh yeah, the guys in 28 days later. Yeah, they're pretty fast. I'm gonna have to look them up. Jeez. Flamethrower is the best for this. Just point down a hallway and hope.
The LT, the sergeant, they were all infected.
Oh, Dawn of the Dead was the one where they were fast.
I can see it
with Ash Williams.
Sliding around beneath their skin.
The Dawn of the Dead was the 2004 remake.
And then they got up, started to talk. Oh God!
Dawn of the Dead was number 3.
Oh God! No.
Dead Heat.
Make them stop.
Intelligent. Oh, 1988. Dead Heat had intelligent zombies.
I did
That's fascinating.
Yeah, that's it.
This is, like, it's interesting how far they've taken the whole like infected and zombie thing. That guy's not having a good day.
He was gonna die. He wasn't any help regardless.
He was having the second worst day of his life. The first day was
enlisting.
The first worst day was making the decision to come down here.
The first day is when he got pants during basic.
Getting pantsed or being in the center of a world-ending apocalypse. Which one is worse?
I don't know.
Either temporary death or permanent shame. I say temporary because I say temporary death because I'm pretty sure the flood will just pick your body back up.
My brothers, I fear you bring bad news. High Charity has fallen, become a fetid hive. And the fleet has quarantined in Rome. This single ship broke through our line, and we gave chase. We had a fleet of hundreds. Alas, brother, the flood, it has evolved.
Scary is that they're like, oh yeah, hundreds of ships, and then like only like a couple got through because of what the flood did.
The flood is super smart if you let it get. I always thought the shotgun was the anti-flood gun.
Well, it's been kind of established that shotguns are the anti-anything gun.
Oh, here we go.
Particularly anti-zombie. Oh my god. Send him to the moon. Oh, just pieces.
Yeah, the flood in this game are really weak.
I mean, there's also a lot more of them, so I guess it's fair that they're
makes
not.
Up for it because they hit you in
they're not.
storms.
Yeah, they're not built like.
They're not built Tonka.
They're not. Yeah, they're not built Tonka. 4 tons. Oh, got the regenerator. I see. Mackey's. Be careful with Chief. You're a ball of health.
I think I'm good. You know what's funny? You could give the elites a gravity hammer, but they don't use it.
Well, they probably. Well, thinking about it, do you think the elites have the like AI pathways for using the hammer?
They should if you're allowed to give it to them. Like you can't give Marines energy swords or hammers.
You can't?
No.
Well, yeah, because and I'm thinking about it, it's like I'm pretty sure the Sangheili audience has swords, but the hammers seem like a brute force.
Well, it's like Arbiter can use it just fine, I think.
Yeah, but that's also because Arbiter's kind of, you know,
Arbiter
cool.
Chief?
And he's also voiced by one of the baddest motherfuckers, you know?
Yeah.
Cortana, Chief. She's on that ship. Find her. Get her up.
Oh yeah, they got jumped. Wait, you got jumped by the elites.
You get hit with that dollar store frag grenade.
Dollar store frag grenade sounds like something that would just like it's like a firecracker, but just like with like a piece of metal taped to it. Ooh. It's Ward.
Hey.
Hurry, demon! We seek the same prize. But our ship master will sacrifice
God.
God, I hate this shooting one so much.
Okay, back.
I hate the needle wheels so much.
Oh, the Nidor blood. Yeah.
Get back here.
Oh, my dad's over, so that's why I was like kind of talking sideways every now and then.
I can hear him. So.
Yeah. I was just making sure you knew.
That's someone who. This is the only actual living brute in this level, or dead brute. I mean,
he's trying his best.
Hey! I am your ally!
Are you?
Reflex, sorry.
Sorry, elite preferred species. It's like, what do you mean? I am an elite. It's like, exactly.
Oh, new sword.
Do not be afraid.
Be not afraid. Not gonna lie, Chief. This is the scariest moment of my life.
It's like being out. It's like when the angels come down, but except instead of an angel, it's a giant worm with an anus for a mouth.
So, fun fact. This is the only level where you can see this kind of helmet on an elite.
Which kind of helmet? Let me make sure I see it. Oh.
Here's the thing. It's a combination of the default and the air assault helmet. You can see where it fuses together.
Oh. Weird. I wonder why they did that.
Maybe it was a coding error or something.
Well, yeah, actually, yeah, that would have to be a coding error.
That's someone who just got the Gok 10,000.
Oh. That's somebody who just like in his last moments remembered that time he saw his mom naked and was just like, I didn't want to picture this one more time.
Not again.
A timeless chorus. Join your voice with mine and sing victory everlasting.
I think I'm good, Chief.
Chief.
Cortana?
High Charity, the Prophet's holy city is on...
Cortana.
Reclaimer. I must act quickly before your construct suffers any further
Wait.
trauma.
Leave her alone.
If we do not take this device to a safe location, somewhere I can make
Because if you
repairs.
leave the queen alone.
On Halo, you tried to kill Cortana. You tried to kill me.
Protocol dictated my response. She had the activation index, and you were going to destroy my installation. You did destroy my installation. Now I have only one function, to help you, Reclaimer, as I always should have done.
You destroyed my shit. Now the only thing I have to do is help you.
Imagine getting beat up so hard that you have to go help the guy who blew up your home.
Will it live, Oracle? Can it be saved?
Uncertain. This storage device has suffered considerable trauma. Its matrices are highly unstable.
Perhaps one of our technicians.
That will not be necessary.
Chief.
Success!
High Charity, the Prophet's holy city is on its way to Earth, with an army of Flood. I can't tell you everything. It's not safe. The Gravemind, it knows I'm in the system.
It's just a message.
Let it play.
I love Shipmaster. He's one of my favorite characters.
The portal,
They never brought him
where
back,
it leads. On the
which
other side,
really
there's a
disappoints me because I
solution,
really liked him.
a way to stop the Flood, without firing the remaining Halo rings.
Or even Lord Hood. You never hear from him again, actually, which is
Hurry,
weird.
Chief. The Ark. There isn't much time.
I'm sorry.
No matter, Oracle. We've heard enough. Our fight is through the portal. With the brutes and the bastard truth.
Fine. We'll remain here. Hold out as long as we can.
Did you not hear? Your world is doomed. A flood army. A brave one has you in its sights. We barely survived a small contamination.
And you, Shipmaster, just glassed half a continent. Maybe the Flood isn't all I should be worried about.
One single flood spore can destroy a species. Were it not for the Arbiter's Council, I would have glassed your entire planet.
Sir,
With respect, Cortana has a solution.
Cortana? Did you see her condition? How damaged she is? She could be corrupted for all we know. Her solution could be a flood trap.
We should go through the portal. Find out for sure.
What we should do, Commander, is understand, clearly, that this is humanity's final stand. Here, at Earth. We go, we risk everything. Every last man, woman, and child. If we stand our ground, we might just have a chance.
No. If your construct is wrong, then the Flood is already won.
I'll find Cortana's solution. And I'll bring it back.
Earth is all we have left. You trust Cortana that much?
Sir. Yes, sir.
This is either
Man.
the best decision you've ever made or the worst.
The Arbiter was just standing there like...
Hell of it is, Chief. I doubt I'll live long enough to find out which.
Man. The Giga Chad energy of the general being like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna live that long, but I'll fight to the end.
I like the exchange of weapons, how they're grabbing each opposite versions of themselves.
Very good.
Brute ships, staggered line. Shipmaster, they outnumber us 3-1.
Then it is an even fight. All
I always
cruisers
love that
fire at
line.
will. Burn their mongrel hides.
Bruh.
Cruise ship isn't
What?
taking part in the attack.
They're making another Spider-Verse
Roger
movie.
that, ma'am.
I
We're
saw
on
it, and I saw
Kick the
I
door.
saw Spider-Man
Comes out
2099 in it.
October 20. Yeah, and that was voiced by Oscar Isaac last time they did it.
Oh, it's
so.
not coming out till next October.
Next October, but I'm like,
You know
but
what?
it says part one. It says part one comes out in October.
Oh.
Yep, Oscar Isaac is gonna be playing Spider-Man 2099.
Makes sense.
Well, that's who played the Spider-Man 2099 last time.
Yeah.
In the cameo at the end of the movie. Man, that makes me happy. Unfathomably happy to see that.
We good, Hocus?
She's a little crook, Sergeant Major. She'll hold.
All right, pop the hatch.
That ODST is like, oh god.
This is like, because of what the chief do.
That's something. Enjoy it while you can, Marines. As we land, we're right back to it. Priority 1. Secure a landing zone for the commander's frigate. Keep your eyes and ears open. We need all the intel we can get. Stand to, Marines. Hoorah! Go, go, go!
Ooh. Wait a minute. Is this gonna happen?
What is it?
I'm really hoping that NetherRealm Studios announces what game they're coming out with next.
What is it?
They haven't said what it is yet, but someone said that they might be announcing it soon. If anything, it's probably gonna be next Tuesday. I believe it's Tuesday. I'm gonna make sure. Let me find out.
Eyes on.
Oh no, it's Thursday. Thursday.
They're revealing a new game.
Well, no, it's the Game Awards.
Oh. Oh.
And you know, Game Awards on the 9th. Oh yeah, there's gonna be some, you know. There's gonna be some. They do world premieres there. So. Oh, yeah. It could get real good.
They say charge and all jump down and die to their deaths.
Oh.
You're going down, big yuck!
Imagine needing a shield to fight. This post was made by Enjoy Game.
Yeah.
Reinforcements! Dude never had a chance. They're starting to collapse.
Drop your hunters, they aren't gonna help you. Hunter killed his buddy. Imagine killing a hunter with melee.
Oh. I'm not entirely sure how much of my weekend I'll have, but... my weekend's kind of weird. This weekend's weird.
Chief, I'm giving the brutes all I've got. But this is a heavyweight fight. Dawn's only got the tonnage to last a few rounds. Find me a place to set her down. Over.
Okay.
Before we went down, we spotted a good LZ.
Yeah. Wow. Nuked.
Absolutely neutralized.
What's weird is I've had a lot of coffee today, and I still am like 10:30's rolling around. I'm like, oh, big sleep.
More contact!
Ouch. I should have kept focusing my fire on the thing.
Oh.
you think you're doing?
Drive. I want to shoot stuff. I'll navigate. Anything's better than walking. Give me the wheel.
Wow.
Instant death. Wow.
I'm just dead.
The next day, that man was dead.
No one knew who he was at that point.
Root chopper. You want some? Hey, can you tell if I'm hitting anything? Chew on me. Get closer. Have a ghost inbound. Dead.
Sorry, Chief, but I hate the Prowler and I'm going to the Warthog.
Understandable. Just understandable.
Let me shoot. I'm trying. I call shotgun. Much obliged. Reinforcement. I got an anchor.
Any Marine or elite you give a rocket launcher, they just go wild.
For wild, then.
Like, seriously, they just do not hesitate when they take a shot. Look at that!
They go nuts!
Careful, sir! Brutes must have tripped the defensive system!
Prank him, John.
You know it.
Someone's got a wing shut off. Spotted a structure on the other side of this wall. Matches Cortana's description of the map room on the first Halo range.
Accidentally hit that Marine.
Cartographer. Good. Should help us fix Truth's location. Secure the LZ, and we'll push through that wall.
Roger that. Follow my Falcon, Chief. LZ's this way.
Settle down, Marine. Jesus.
He's not here to settle.
He's here to settle. He's here to settle his debts by killing them.
He's here to settle the score.
Watch this.
Oh.
Ghost is history!
Take him down.
Keep her steady!
It's just weird.
The grunt just died. He didn't even get shot.
Incoming!
That Marine just triple fired a rocket. No!
God.
You killed my Marine! You killed my rocket Marine, most importantly.
You killed the Marine.
She was amazing in what she did. Wow, this ODC is really long-ranging that raid.
Really gonna make him regret ever being born, huh?
If you can only just do the same to the ghost. Oh, back here. At least the Marine's still alive. Prank him, John.
Ghost down! Here's the house!
They got a race!
I got an angle!
God, the Marines just be wilding with the fucking rocket launcher.
They're going nuts with it. They're here to inflict violence.
What's the ODS? That ODST really does not like that rig. He just my God, settle down, Marine.
God, that soldier's going nuts.
Now I want it back. Give me it back.
Roger that. Beginning my descent.
Look! Up high! Here she comes! Is the Dawn rated for atmosphere? I guess we're gonna find out. Hey, take cover!
That guy sounded like Jace from fucking Dragon Ball.
Thanks, Chief. Won't last much longer from there. Come to the back of the frigate. Did the elites get a fix on the cartographer?
Yes, ma'am. Just on the other side of the river. But it's surrounded by heavy armor.
Don't worry, I've got a plan. Can't fly over the wall. Go right through it. Chief, take one of the tanks. Lead the way. Find any locked doors? Spark will be happy to pry them open.
Let me have this. I want it.
Let me have it. Give it to me.
This is mine now.
This is mine now.
This is mine now.
This one seems in very good condition.
Mount up.
Mount up! Let's roll!
And then there goes the Marine and the ODST and their mongoose. It's like, hey, are we late?
They're here now.
Oh yes, it is time to kill.
Tank beats ghost!
Did you say 90 millimeters of tungsten?
That's terrifying.
Tank beats Hunter!
Phantom inbound! They're using a turret!
Tank beats everything! Oh, man! I could do this all day!
Move on that position!
Ghost comes around the corner just to get blasted in the face.
That rate is history! Watch it! Tango down!
The fact that 3/4 that Guilty Spark gets upset at the fact that he's called it's like your robot's gonna get us through. Why are you designating me as his robot? It's like because what this be?
Because you are.
Because you are, you fucking weirdo.
Getting close to me isn't gonna help you, Raid.
Avoid collateral damage. While this facility looks quite hardy on the surface, there are undoubtedly delicate structures below the facade. For a doorway to abide such robust security protocols. One moment, Reclaimer.
It's funny, in the first Halo game, whenever you're going through the library with Guilty Spark, he comments on how you brought such ineffective weapons to combat the Flood, and I'm like, do you see me winning this fight?
Well, he's also thinking that, like, I'm pretty sure, like, retroactively, it's like if you're thinking, like, how like the Forerunners used basically just giant laser things to just decimate any opposition, like, probably is relative to what he knows, it probably is ineffective. Because big disintegrating lasers are probably the most effective weaponry possible.
I jumped on the Sentinel's head and rode him for like 10 seconds, and he looked at me like, bruh.
Do you mind?
Here,
okay, you were comfortable to ride.
Excellent. This way.
Excellent.
Good work.
This way.
Link up with our armor on the far side of the wall. Make your way down to the cartographer.
Heads up, Marines. We got trouble.
Idiot.
Get him.
Not bad, Spartan. I saw that explode. Group's fleet lies in ruin. Find where the liar lies, so I may place my feet between his guns.
We'll know soon enough, Shipmaster.
Infantry on the spire. Mop them up.
Let's kill some meat!
I admire your skull.
Well
Get
done.
position and hold this area.
I always loved those.
It seems I've crossed a circuit.
Well, let me have a look.
Oracle!
Little bastard stung me.
I did not want you to come to any harm.
Got a funny way of showing it.
Excellent. This way.
I always loved this.
Slothful runts. Kill them as they slip.
Chief, tap him out.
Imagine dying while taking a piss.
Understandable.
Indeed, goodbye.
Got him on the
It'd be funny if that grunt saying no was the scream death of that one guy in Star Wars. Ouch! So many doors opening.
They're falling back.
They're just falling down.
They yell timber.
Watch it!
The cartographer.
That's our galaxy. We're beyond the rim.
2 to the 18th light years from Galactic Center, to be precise.
What is this place?
The Ark.
This is the Ark?
I had always assumed it was part of a shield installation, but it seems I was mistaken.
That's a first.
Not at all. While I had a complete understanding of Installation 04, my makers wisely limited my knowledge of all other strategic facilities. Compartmentalization, in case I was ever captured by the Flood.
Can you tell me where we are exactly?
Here.
And truth?
Near one of the Ark's supraluminal communication arrays, I'm afraid. Unfortunate. The Nettler has triggered a barrier, a defensive perimeter around the Ark's core. The barrier will be difficult to disable. How odd that my makers would place such a comprehensive defense around a single... Oh my.
What is it?
Phantom!
Spark, move.
I like how he at least refers to Spark by the name.
Yeah.
I like how he at least refers to Guilty Spark by his name. Like, he definitely doesn't want to, like, it's like, yeah, I at least want to make sure he's, like, still with us.
I will help you, Sergeant, clear the sky.
Sir, Pelican's gonna land 1 level down.
It's like one of those soundtracks that makes you want to like feel like a badass.
The pack will feast on you.
Oh my god, he's dead.
It's yeah. I missed the Mauler.
Oh, I can't feel it.
So this is something interesting that I never noticed before until I watched a video on it. If the chieftain actually waits for you and challenges you to like a gladiator like combat while everyone else watches.
Hang tight, Chief. We're on our way.
I'm right here.
Okay.
So I know this is a weird time to mention, but I think I determined, God forbid I ever make like a character, a new character for D&D. I definitely know what kind of character I want to try next time. Ranger monk.
Ranger monk.
Ranger monk.
Is it homage to anything?
I want to be as anime as possible.
Oh, damn it.
He's dead. He's dead.
I was so close to the shield too.
Actually, you know what's weird is thinking about how when Tulok did Master Chief, he did it with 120 Artificer so he could get the armor. And then it's like, oh yeah, we need the strength. We need the strength of. We need the strength of gods and anime. So how do we get all the strengths of Master Chief? Armor, Artificer, level 20. Which basically makes you a god among men, just because you wear a suit of armor.
As it should be.
We're gonna go look that up again, because I'm actually like, now I'm like thinking about it, I'm like, I'm pretty sure it was 1 to 20. Mamster Chief and the Soder.
The Mamster Chief and the Mamster Chief.
Master Chief, you mind telling me what you're doing with that character sheet? Sir, finishing this build.
You're taking quite a while. I know, I don't know what to decide.
ETA damn quick. Stand by for pickup.
Oh, that's actually pretty neat.
What?
He does 14 levels of Artificer to get all the things he needs. And then the rest of it is Wizard. With like Evocation Wizard. He does Evocation Wizard instead.
Don't shoot. They mean us no harm. Those units have a priority task.
Oh yeah? And what might
But yeah, it's
that
Artificer, it's 14 levels of Artificer and 6 levels of Wizard.
But if you allow me to find a terminal closer,
But like, man, the anything with Artificer is just good. Because yeah, that last level of Artificer is getting Belt of Hill Giant Strength and Amulet of Health. 21 Strength and 19 Constitution, 1 level. From like having like a 12 and an 8. Because he dumps Strength on Master Chief, because the belt covers it. When you first saw Tulok's Chief build, were you blinded by its majesty? Oh my fucking god. What if we took the strongest builds? We got Superman and all these other OP people, but this is our top 3. Poison Ivy, Mamster Chief, and Ice Climber.
We hit these 3 generators and the barrier will fall?
A small section, yes.
So yeah, I'm looking at this and it's like, there are so many different references to Master Chief.
Good enough. Johnson, drop the chief at the first generator, then head to the third. The elites will punch right down the middle.
Roger that.
Charlie, Foxtrot. Tower 1 approach has active AAA.
Yeah, this is a power build.
Mayday! I can't control her! Pelican down! Pelican down!
Brace yourselves, we're going in a little hot!
The Master Chief. Master Chief stronger than all in all forms.
My wingman and our only hog. Over.
Roger that, Hocus. Get
They're
out.
good. Oh hey, I thought you might know this. I don't. In Dokkan, where do I check the missions for the, you know that that LR Bardock, that's the purple one?
Yeah, look for the one that has the minister on it.
The minister?
Or if you just go to the event, like, you know the growth event? It's in the growth event. It's the one with the Grand Priest.
Growth event, Grand.
Check the missions on that event.
Where is it?
It's in growth.
Oh, there it is.
Oh my god.
Oh, come to think of it, I've never actually done this. I've never done this mission.
Yeah, it's to get what you're talking about, you have to like do the missions on that to get the LR. Are you talking about the yellow one or the purple one?
The purple one.
Yeah, you get it from that. You get it from doing those missions. Well, and also getting the Team Bardock like SSRs to like Dokkan Awaken all of them.
Well, no, but I mean, like, I got my first copy, but but I know you get more if you play a number of missions in a row. Like, not in a row, but like 50 if you play 50 missions with them.
Mm-hmm.
With like the full team. I wasn't, and I wanted to check my progress on it.
You have to like scroll a little bit to find that mission.
Or I'll just keep doing it until it gives it to me. Need to work on the link skills anyway. Yeah, sorry to like change subject so quick, but I was because I've been trying to find it, and it was just like, man, I'm really having a fucking time trying to find this stupid mission. Oh, so you know what? We'll talk about it later. I have something to talk about.
Is it personal?
A little.
Probably not on stream then.
Yeah. I had an observation today. You threw a grenade at a rock. Rock grenade. Romp grenade. Miles, you good? It's almost good. Give him the business. Ooh. Master Chief in the soda. Are you good?
Sorry, I haven't. Cousin came into my door without knocking.
I was just saying, it's like you look outside and there's someone shitting on in the middle of the road. It's like, whoa.
It's Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo shits on the sidewalk.
Can I help you?
No. Wait. You know, I didn't think that all the way through.
Yeah.
Hold position. I'm on my way. Shipmaster, begin diversionary bombardment.
I will beat the Prophet's shield like a drum. By the time the barrier falls, he will beg for mercy.
God, the Shipmaster is fucking brutal.
Spark release troops can activate the rings at any
You know why the Shipmaster's not in any of the other games?
Because his balls were too heavy.
Yeah, he had to go to the hospital because his back was too fucking fucked up from having to carry his big sack all the time. Which, I mean, that's an understandable reason why you wouldn't be in Halo 4 or 5.
Right.
Like, Mans was carrying him and Arbiter basically were like, if they showed up too many times, I'm pretty sure the entire game would just be like, All right, listen, we don't know how to make any stakes because with the Arbiter and Shipmaster here, Chief has it covered. Between the three of them, game is over. Blip. You know, I think of all of the like the sci-fi worlds I've seen, I think Halo's at least one of the ones is definitely up there in like the top 10 for like most thought out. Even if not everything was thought out, at the very least they tried to follow at least a chain of logic. And also, I may also just be a bit of favoritism.
For me, it's favoritism.
But it's like I think it's like the easiest. Like Halo's the easiest game for me to suspend my disbelief when it comes to like anything. Where it's like, oh, you're telling me that we have these really cool military vehicles and the energy sword, and we have all this like cool tech and stuff. Yeah, I believe it. It's like 2,500. That's fair. Like, and I think it's the closest to being sci-fi, like just sci-fi. Like there's the hint of fantasy elements due to the fact that, you know, you have to, like, sci-fi fantasy refers to the fact that you have to suspend your disbelief that this tech got to this point. It's not so much that like you have to say, oh, it really couldn't exist. It's just that, yeah, it just doesn't exist. And you have to suspend your disbelief that we got there in this time. Less than anything about like whether or not it's possible or not.
Yeah. Like
Star Wars is hard sci-fi fantasy where it's like science fiction aesthetic fantasy world. Oh, you lost your laser boy.
I got a wraith. That's okay. Never mind.
But you know what I mean though, where it's like. Because I think it's further on the sci-fi side for Halo, but more on the fantasy side for Star Wars. And it's like, it's not saying that one's better or worse, it's just saying that like that's an observation on like the spectrum of those two things. Where like, between the two of them, I would say that Halo's the closest to being just sci-fi. And like, yeah, there's hints of the fantasy, like, I would say that like, the fantasy of it is more the Sangheili than anything, like the Covenant. More than I would say like the tech. So I think some of the tech could be reasonable if humanity and another race were given enough time. But
laser. God.
He's trying his best. I think it's because you were moving a lot. But yeah, I think that's just like how I think of it. Like, Star Wars is far on the end of being fantasy, but with the sci-fi aesthetic. Think of a game that's in the middle of the two. Maybe Half-Life?
No, not Half-Life. That's more like...
No, so, well, I would say Half-Life just because of the fact that Combine use tech that's, like, so far out there that it's like, okay, yeah, you kind of have to say this is fantasy. To a point. But it's like, but the tech on Earth is pretty, like, you know, like, just, oh, it's just kind of, like, interesting tech.
Get inside that tower. Take it down.
I mean, a little dash of cosmic horror doesn't help or hurt. Nothing quite like thinking that if you opened up a door into another universe, the first thing that would come out would be something that wants to kill everything.
Black Mesa site people who know, people who do know.
They're just like, oh, Black Mesa sounds good. And you know what's funny? When I first played Portal 2, I didn't know about Black Mesa.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't play Half-Life 1 or 2 before I had played Portal. So when they said maybe Black Mesa, I was like, I wonder what that means. Well, actually, no. I played Portal 2 first, and then I played the first Portal, which is a little backwards. But that's because Portal 2 showed up on my radar first. Yeah, I think so. My order of games is really screwy, but I remember hearing Black Mesa and being like, I wonder what Black Mesa is. Then I found out later what Black Mesa is, and I'm like, oh.
It's like finding out. It's pretty messed up.
Yeah, it's like, well, it's like finding out only later that like one joke from like if you rewatch Aladdin, and you find out all the jokes that fucking Genie makes that like went way over my head as a kid, but were like making my mom laugh or something. It's just like, oh yeah. But as an adult, you're like, oh yeah, now I know.
Oh no! All over for you, demon!
Well,
Dies immediately.
Brute just shot him. Grunt proceeds to get all of his friends murdered.
They're good.
What happened?
I think one of them dropped a grenade and it set off a chain reaction because I see a bunch of explosive spots.
Well, at least not my problem anymore. Hey guys.
Oh boy. And I have to get up kind of early because breakfast. I have to get up kind of early tomorrow.
Hey, cheating. Whoa. Man said, I'm gonna get you.
So I just saw something that confuses me greatly.
Tower control should be up.
It says here that I haven't completed the mission at all, but I just played it like 4 times.
What?
The one that you told me to. I went and played it, and then it was like, oh yeah, you haven't played it at all. I'm like, but I just did. Play it again. Whoa. You fed him buckshot.
Chief, find the tower controls and shut it down. Good work, Chief. That's 1. The Arbiter should be just about to... That's 2. It's all up to Johnson's team now. Get back outside, Chief. Wait for transport. Johnson, come in. Over.
We're reinforcements, man. We're pinned down.
I'm on my way.
Negative. Fire's too heavy. Everyone fall back.
Sergeant Major! Johnson, can you hear me? Chief, you need to link up with the Arbiter and proceed directly to the 3rd tower. Make your way back to the beach. Run away!
Stick together. Check your corners.
I like how Deej never came back.
He probably fell asleep.
That guy's kind of having a hard time.
He's doing his best.
Get in, sir.
Shotgun.
I'm driving. All right, let's see what she can do.
He's taking his time.
He's doing his best. Really just taking a moment there.
Got a flight of birds that need an escort. Take the Hornet, get those Pelicans safely to the 3rd tower.
Thanks, Chief.
Shotgun.
Thanks, Chief.
I know the way.
I got 2 lasers on me.
They're good.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Nope, I need to fix that.
What?
My controls.
Oh. Binky boy.
Where's Recon? Yeah, I'll have to deal with it.
Oh, there it goes. It just refreshed. Okay.
What happened?
The mission thing refreshed. It's fine now. It was just being weird for some reason. That's okay, though. I can forgive it for being a little wonky. Wonky, so hilarious. I remember playing this mission with you and Johnny, and just like, this mission was a lot of fun.
No! I lost both of my lasers. Are you kidding me?
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh. Big rib. Pour one out for the homies. Pour one out for the Marines that just ate shit.
How do I go down? Oh.
With the button.
I'm trying to figure out which button.
I'm burping a lot.
Objective in sight.
Whoa.
Outside of Johnson.
Understood. Chief, clear an LZ, then get inside the tower.
I was really just trying to hit me while I'm there.
That man was that's an elite who's been playing Sangui Fortnite.
Oh, look at that. He's really trying.
You know, did you hear that Dwayne The Rock Johnson got added to Fortnite?
What?
Which is fucking hilarious. Dude, the actual trailer feels like such a shitpost, but it's really funny. Like,
Is he doing anything from the memes at least?
Well, yeah, he does like the eyebrow raise when he
does.
takes the helmet off. It's like, here's the thing: do I know it's a cash grab? Yes. Am I
But is
gonna
it
play
so
it?
funny?
No. It is still. It feels like such a shitpost, but it's really funny. Like
A Fortnite shit.
Like, you know what it really is? I feel like the best part about, like, the best thing that Fortnite has done is, like, unironically create some of the most cursed shit. Like, being able to give Sasuke a gun and make him twerk is some of the funniest shit ever.
I'm out of chakra, Sasuke, but not out of options.
That's what I mean, though. It's like, is this cursed? 100%. Is it funny?
Yes.
Also
Absolutely.
true. Like, am I gonna respect the game? Kinda. I'll respect that
Am I still
it
gonna
is.
play it? No.
Well, here's the thing. I will respect its ability to make the actual biggest shitpost of a crossover I've ever seen. Like, think about all the properties that are.
Did just teabag the brute?
Good. Like, think about all the properties that are in Fortnite right now.
A lot.
You can have Wolverine from Marvel Comics shoot Naruto in the face while the Predator watches. And the Master Chief is shooting someone in the background. Like, what?
Shoot someone in the bathroom. I love how specific that is.
And Kratos is taking a big dump. Like, Kratos is doing like some dumb shit in the back while Master Chief is shooting the Predator. While fucking Wolverine and Naruto duke it out in the middle, Kakashi twerking in the back. Like, and for some reason,
you lost me on that last part. What?
and for some reason, John Wick is there. Like,
and Master Chief.
like, thinking about all the different things in Fortnite, like, am I gonna, like, 100% respect it? No. But I will respect their ability to negotiate IPs. Because they have gotten a lot in there. Like, the Batman Who Laughs is in that game.
Wait, is that
Like,
that's a real thing?
The Batman Who Laughs, yeah. And he's in Fortnite.
Well, I know it's a real thing. Like, I know it's a comic about it. Mason talks about it all the time.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they actually did add him to Fortnite.
Yes. They added a costume for him.
Oh, speaking of, you know that one meme where it's Thor and Loki going through the thing, and Thor goes, Loki! And then he looks down, and it's Master Chief following them.
Yeah.
That's technically canon now.
Yes.
And I'm just like, oh no.
You know what? You know what really gets me though about all those crossovers though?
Huh?
Is the fact that it's just like someone had to negotiate all that, and they had to come to the agreement that these models would be allowed to do these animations.
Mhm.
Like, good example when Infinity War was new and they put Thanos in Fortnite. And they let you do the fucking orange justice as fucking Thanos.
I still think that's the most hilarious thing I've ever seen.
That is still, like, I understand that that a lot of people don't like Fortnite, but I will at least appreciate what it's done for me.
Does that mean if Thanos plays Fortnite, not Thanos, if Thor plays Fortnite, does that mean he witnessed the Thanos event?
You know, I've actually thought about that, because Fortnite exists in the Marvel Universe, which means that
how did they die?
I'm actually not sure.
My shields weren't even down.
But see, now the thought about that though and you know what somebody did? You know what apparently someone at Marvel confirmed? They confirmed who Noob Master 69 is.
Master 69. Oh, who is it?
It was Wong.
Oh, how did they
It was someone else confirmed it, like after Shang-Chi. They confirmed who was Noob Master, and it was Wong playing Fortnite.
Wait, how did they confirm that?
It was just one of the directors said who it was. Like, it was one of those things where they had it written down, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, we can confirm it outside of the movie." But part of that, I think it's also because in Shang-Chi, Wong mentions it or something, or he mentions something about like him, like he's been doing more tech stuff.
Well, and here's the thing that kind of doesn't make sense because Thor was talking to him like he was a child in the movie.
Well, yeah, but Wong was probably also just messing with him.
True, but
it's also Wong. It's also Wong.
It's Wong, yeah.
You know, I feel like I should go see Shang-Chi because at some point, because it's like
on
apparently.
Disney Plus. If you ask Mason for his login, you can just watch it for
Now,
free.
Prophet,
I could.
your end has come.
So is Black Widow and all that.
Nothing about it.
By the gods, brace for impact!
If you want to stick it out to the end, I only have like technically a mission and a half to go.
Stick it out. Oh look,
It's
a giant piss baby landed on the ark. That's what I'm gonna refer to the Gravemind as now. A giant piss baby.
He does act
Really
like a child sometimes.
Just be really mean to the Gravemind and hope that he kills himself.
He is voiced by the same person who plays Perry, so.
Shipmaster, what's your status?
If the Gravemind opened your mind and started talking like Perry the Platypus, like the
I can't do
imagine
that.
hearing, imagine hearing that noise. Like instead of any of his talking, it's just him doing that.
It's like, great! Platypus Gravemind? Hey, the Platypus Gravemind!
That man is a national treasure. He needs to be preserved at all costs.
Oh, did you see the Super Squid's actual voice actor commented on that one villain from My Hero Academia?
Oh yeah.
He actually said, "Oh yeah, it does look like him, doesn't it?"
Yeah, Redestro.
I heard that he was kind of a wasted villain.
Well, it was because he kind of was like, he had a thing going, and then Shigaraki came and kicked his ass and was like, alright, we need money. And then he's like, alright, I'll fund your shit. And then
Shigaraki's balls dropped in that fight. Because he actually got like a deeper voice.
Yeah, because he fucking he was being weird.
I think his balls dropped during the fight. It's just always funny to me to find out that the same guy who voices Shigaraki is Trunks.
Oh.
Yeah, like it's the same. If you listen to it, you can actually hear it. This warthog's like being impatient behind me.
They're trying their best. They're trying to obey traffic laws.
Like how you got, wait, hold on, you got a Marine on the turret and driving, but you got an elite in the passenger seat.
Yes.
A Wart's an agreement.
Sadly.
Sadly. One word for you.
I have a word for you.
You may not understand it, but it is a word.
They've got a plasma turret! Citadel in sight! Troops are mobilizing everything they've got.
If this isn't like the most combative sequence in this game, like, you'll see why I love this scene, or this part.
The man approaches.
Come and get some!
No! Oh, I was about to say, that one Marine died.
Ice the tango! Look at him go, wait, he goes bad, Hornets inbound!
Something I noticed about this part right here, if you get in this Hornet, it'll take you to the scarabs. Like he'll do like a hot drop for you, like Uberus. He's like, alright, good luck. No, they killed him. I need to go back.
All right, let's motivate! I count 2 scarabs. Repeat, 2 scarabs.
Be careful, lad! Man down!
Just died again.
Give me the wheel! I count 2 scarabs. Repeat, 2 scarabs.
I'm back.
I was saying earlier, this what's cool that if you ride in this Hornet, he'll actually drop you off to the scarab like a hot drop.
Oh, sick.
Like here's the best part after this.
My God. Drop plans.
He'll actually come back for you.
Oh, he's right there.
Yeah. He'll come back for you and maybe
that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope.
He'll take you to the other one too.
That's his legitness.
First scarab's down.
Oh, I missed it.
All units, concentrate your fire on number 2.
I actually really like the whole idea, like, he's like, alright, you got this, go get him.
Go get him.
Like, usually, you know, you just get in the Hornet yourself and take care of him.
Yeah.
But I think this is just a cooler way to do it.
Yeah.
Where's my buddy at? Where's he at? He's not gonna make it in time to get me.
Drop the load. Drops the load. Proceeds to get fired 100 feet into a snowbank.
Oh, thought I fell off for a second. Alright, Hornet, I need a lift. Where you at? There you are. Get out of here. It's so cool, the fact like he'll pick you back up, too. Oh, damn it. I love doing this. This is so cool. Go. It's just so cool the fact that he comes back for you to... Man, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna go by myself.
Yeah.
Even though I really wanted to do the cool...
It is really cool the other way, but it's like, it's really hard to...
Like, yeah, he actually straight up just comes back for you, too, to help you finish off the other one.
Made sure that yes is down.
Yeah.
Good shot. You know, I feel like keeps a franchise alive longer than anything else. Genuine, actual care and interest from both sides of it. Like, I think every franchise that has genuine love from both its fans and its creators, I think when that's the case, then that's when it thrives, and that's why these things are consistent.
Yeah.
Like, case in point, I would say that Halo is pretty close to that. Like, the people making them and the people playing them both love it, and not like in a way that they don't like attack other people for not liking it as much as they do. Like it's all just genuine enjoyment of the property. I would say that's why Harry Potter has stayed around for so long, and why Star Wars has stayed around for so long. Even if, like, some people could argue, like, oh, but they don't really love it. It's like, yeah, but there's a lot of genuine care from, like, the fans and the people who, like, work on the movie, on those things. Like, I could say, like the actors in a lot of things at least care enough to do a good job. And the people who... And the people who, like, work to make these games great.
All who believe.
And that's what Bungie always did too.
I would say 343 has also done a good job with it.
Not close enough.
They started off like they had a really good idea, but like
I would say
people
343 has
really
done
like
a good
Halo
job.
4 as much as say Reach 3 and 2 and 1.
No, but I'm saying that, like, at least 343 they do care.
Come on.
Yeah, they do care.
Stop.
I mean, look what they did with Infinite.
Imbecile. He wants you to kill him. I'd prefer that you did not. What's the matter, big shot? Can't start your own party? secret dies with all the rest.
Wow. He really does just drive in a fucking Pelican.
Johnson, sound off.
Get out of here!
Not without you.
You delay the inevitable. One of you will light the rings. You cannot hope to kill them all.
She was prepared to.
Do it. Me. And you. Now. No!
I really hated Truth in this game.
I think everyone hates
Your
Truth.
forefathers wisely set aside their compassion, steeled themselves for what needed to be done. I see now why they left you behind.
You know what's really funny about this?
You were weak.
Knowing full well that of all the prophets, Truth is definitely the weakest. Like, knowing that for certain, just because of how, like, actually bad he is at, like, actually being good at this shit. Like, I will take control of the rings, and then immediately fucks it up. Good job. Somehow, like, look at this idiot.
Yeah.
Look at that fish-eyed motherfucker and tell me that he knows what he's doing.
Also, this is one of the scariest things that happen in Halo.
Like, him getting this close?
No, this. Right here.
Do not shoot, but listen. Let me lead you safely to our foe. Only you can halt what he has set in motion.
Because that's how smart the Gravemind is. He knows that Chief is pretty much the only one that can stop the ring. And the Flood, like, collectively is like, alright, let's lead him to the end of it, and then we'll just betray him last second.
It's like but like the Flood recognizes that, well, we both don't want the rings to fire, so you need us.
Pretty much. Like, the biggest foe that you are scared of the entire franchise is helping you. And it's just scary to think about that they're willing to set aside everything to help.
Because they know that if the rings fire off, then nothing survives.
Yeah.
So I have a question. If the ring fires off, are the people on the ring gonna survive?
No.
So the ring itself clears itself too?
Yes.
So even the Prophet of Truth would die?
Oh yeah.
What a fucking idiot.
Well, here's the thing. They don't realize, besides Truth just wants to rid of all humans. But originally
he thinks
the
that
whole
everyone,
covenant...
he thinks that they'd survive.
Yeah, he thinks that he would survive because he would be lifted into the great beyond or divine or something. He sees the firing of the rings as the quote-unquote great journey. Like, if we fire the rings, we will be set aside in ascent or something like that.
Imagine if he actually succeeded, and then immediately afterwards, like, everybody he just murdered is in the afterlife with him, and just like, yeah, so that didn't... Yeah, and then his soul gets crushed by, like, he gets the Silver Samurai treatment in the comics where he got... Did I ever tell you about what happened to Silver Samurai in one comic?
Wait,
he died.
Which comic?
I don't remember what series it was, but it was one of the ones where it's like he was the focus, and he fought like a bunch of these. He fought over a bunch of these demon dudes, but he got sent to hell. Then proceeded to have his soul crushed by a school bus-sized sword. So he was killed in the afterlife by, I think, like the devil or something. But it was like nuts. Like he was just like murdered by like 5 devils and a dude with a sword that was like the guy was like the size of the building and then wielded like a school bus sized sword. Like, I'm just imagining that Prophet of Truth gets to the Prophet of Truth gets to the afterlife and gets that kind of treatment.
Mm-hmm.
The Gravemind's there right after him.
He just wraps his tentacles around him and prepares.
He doesn't even like give him a chance to like talk. The Great Mind just says, "You are the reason I'm here." It just starts like. So I have a question. On a hypothetical, do you think if the Flood were it? Do you think the Flood? And I'm just thinking hypothetically. Do you think the Flood could infect the afterlife?
I wouldn't go beyond that. No. But
because like,
what is the
if they are capable of hopping dimensions, then and if the afterlife is technically another dimension, they could hop there.
I wouldn't. Well, here's the thing. Afterlife, we don't know really.
Right.
So it's possible, but at the same time, I would say no.
How fucked would it be? You went to heaven, then you see the Flood pop up in heaven, and you're like, what?
Also, remember, the whole infecting space and time is still hypothetical, too. They've never gotten that powerful. But, like, the fact that they can infect any Forerunner AI, too.
Oh, on that hypothetical thing, if they can infect time, then they could send themselves back in time and start trying to. Because it depends if it's. Well, I guess that's the key thing. If the Halo universe follows multiverse theory, then they could infect one timeline, go back until they were at a point where the Flood wasn't out, and then try again. Like, and try and infect another timeline.
Yeah.
And just keep popping back and forth till they can get everybody.
Maybe.
Pretty fucked, man.
It's hard to really tell.
It's like, well, and it's like, you know, you're diving into the hypotheticals of both time travel, time in this universe,
God,
and also, that man's he's maximum bull.
Oh, guess what? I got one too.
Wait, hold on. He's dead.
I hope so.
But yeah, diving into the hypothetical is fun though, especially with this kind of shit, because it's just like, what?
The farthest they've gotten is interstellar travel,
which is in this game.
Yes. Well, it was also before they fired the rings too.
Right.
Like they were close to like just start traveling to different worlds and stuff. What?
I'm curious though.
There was one time I encountered a glitch where Arbiter respawned, but he was still alive, and there was two Arbiters.
Victory is ours.
Oh god, I just realized that's the lower jaw of the brute. Oh, that's so disturbing.
That means that the fungal growth came up through its mouth.
No, that's the infection form.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying, is it came out of its mouth and like forced its mouth to like open that wide.
Oh, it's just so
See, what worries me more is if on that note, if the brute was still alive when that happened.
Oh no, they can infect people while they're still alive. Yes.
No, but I mean like if they were still conscious during that.
Probably for
separation of jaw and mouth.
There's a terminal in Combat Evolved where it was like in Keyes' mind as he was being infected.
Stop the rings. Save the rest.
Can you see, Arbiter? The moment of salvation is at hand.
It will not last.
Your kind never believed in the promise of the sacred ring.
Lies for the weak, beacons for the deluded. I will have my revenge. On a prophet, not a plague.
My feet tread the path. I shall become a god.
You will be food. Nothing more.
No!
He's like, what is this?
I like how Arbiter leaves him alive long enough to let him see that he failed.
I am truth, the voice of the Covenant.
So, you must be silenced.
Not of respect between warriors.
And you skipped this cutscene.
Well, that was because it made you upset.
You can see why.
I agree, man. to them just hanging. Oh!
Has been unmatched. Headstones pushed aside. Corpses shift and offer room. A fate you must abide.
Do you think Hermamora and... Man, that's a good line. Do you think Hermamora and the Gravemind get along?
Who's Hermamora?
God of Knowledge and Elder Scrolls.
I would say so.
They're both in the tentacles, both like really screwing people over.
And they both like poetry.
Grade A motherfuckers with poetry. Yeah, I probably think those two get along. You know what's funny is I remember like the number one thing I learned about from like Hermamora was never make deals with anything that has a lifespan longer than yours.
It's true. Oh, you just filled me with buckshot.
How the tables have turned.
Oh,
I can barely keep hold of it, Chief. No way I can pick you up. Head back to the
Then there's Truth with his leg spread.
Bro, with the smoothing on that model, he just looks really weird. He's like a goddamn chicken.
He is a chicken.
I mean, like more like a bird, less than the metaphorical sense.
Oh, I'm talking about both.
Well, that's fair. Imagine you're just hanging out and like you're hanging out on like a colony somewhere, and like and you just see like one of your friends starts coughing, and then this comes out.
It's like the necromorph thing.
Dude, if I ever see anybody if anybody gets a marker tattoo and I know they have it, I would not trust them for a minute.
I would just start running, try to get off planet.
It's like, oh hey, I see. Oh hey, what's that? Double helix. I'm just gonna leave. You know what? I'll see you later. I'll be back.
I forgot what it was I saw. The SCP-0001 when Daybreak. That is probably the most terrifying thing I've ever seen. Or read.
Yeah, it's pretty up there, like just being...
Because it's like, you can't kill yourself because it literally reanimates you and makes you feel the pain. Like if you thought you could just take the easy way out, you can't.
That's a scary one. I think the scariest thing about the Flood more is that like there's no escaping it.
The only way to quote unquote escape it is literally galaxy-wide genocide. Or just contain it within a small area.
It's like the weirdest way to describe it is basically factory resetting the universe.
Well, just the galaxy in this case.
Well, still, it's like 25. I'm gonna be real, Chief. 25,000 light years isn't exactly a small space to call it like just a galaxy-wide destruction. 25,000 light years, I believe, is bigger than our universe. So yeah, they'd be covering a bit more distance. Whee! Into the hole we go.
Yes.
What do you see?
I see something stupid.
What do you see with your special human eyes? Helmet.
I can't see anything. I need 1-800 contacts. They can't have my brain. My brain. I said brain. Commit.
They can't have my brain. Well, they can, but you know they'll just pay you for it.
I suppose.
They steal your brain.
They steal your brain to study your special eyes.
They steal your special eyes.
How do you think they make the contacts?
The Uchiha line, the Rose line, and a couple of other anime peoples would like to know your location.
A replacement. The ring you destroyed.
When did you know?
Just now. But I had my hopes. What will you do?
Light it.
Then we are agreed. A tactical post will completely eradicate the local infestation. I will personally oversee the final preparation.
So he is He is right. The rings were able to do like a short range, like a tactical pulse, like he said.
How will you?
Yeah.
Which is able to like destroy the within a certain area. Which
where
is
it's like it won't kill everything. It's just like
just within the vicinity of where the ring decides to do it. And my least favorite level of all time, like even throughout all the Halos, this is my least favorite level.
Is it just because it's hard, or is it just?
It's just because it's repetitive. It's short. It's like close quarters. There's too many of the same enemies. It gets annoying.
Yeah, it's really hard to it's hard to go through it quick too, because it's like there's like
even on
any
normal
quicker.
difficulty.
It's harder to do it any quicker, you know.
And it's just not fun to look at because
I'll
look
round
at
up our
this.
survivors
It's
and
just
fall
all
back to the dawn.
biomass.
It's looking all gross and cheese.
Arbiter will do the same with the elites.
Who shot on the floor?
Cortana's in there somewhere.
Raggy. Like, what is it, Scoob? Shit's on sidewalk.
Oh.
Oh, look at that. Look at the name of the checkpoint.
Rampant. Oh.
Is that
ouch?
Is that like hard foreshadowing?
Ouch.
Ooh, that just almost confirms some theories that we were making.
What about her being rampant at this point?
Yeah. Or like the influence of the Gravemind and all that too.
Yeah.
It's a high possibility. I just realized that. Like, I never noticed the name of the checkpoint before. Yeah, this is just one of those levels where I don't like to take my time. I just go through it.
Yeah.
After this is one of my favorite final levels
Child
of all time,
of
too.
my enemy, why have you come? I offer no forgiveness. A father's sins cast to his son.
I just love the Gravemind. He's one of my favorite enemies in this series.
Well, it's like, I think the most fascinating enemies are the things that they aren't even like, they're not even like a thing that is naturally compatible. It's just, oh, it's a force of nature. Far less than.
You saw its technical physical form in Halo 3.
Like, well, that was the form it decided to take. That's actually, I think, the scariest thing about the Gravemind is it doesn't even have a form. Like, technically, all of this is the Gravemind. Like, everything you walk on is the Gravemind.
Yeah, it's all the biomass.
That's what I mean, though. It's like everything is the Gravemind. Thing here is not Gravemind. And that's mildly worrying.
It's funny, the energy sword wielding blood actually doesn't know how to use the sword.
Yeah, they just kind of look at you. They call you Stinky. They call you Stinky from a distance.
Fire, even any difficulty, will insta-kill this specialty blood. Like just with one shot. See, look at that.
Pretty good.
Wait for me, you're on fire. Ooh. Oh. You guys know. I'm just gonna go through it. I don't have time to deal with the fire. Oh, I stuck him in his nuts. I'm out of here, baby.
You know, I actually am like legitimately worried that, like, not in like a way of like, oh, it's gonna be bad. Like, I mean, like, I'm worried that like for the plot, like, I'm scared of what the implications would be if the Flood are still a threat in Infinite.
Oh, that's actually something I wanted to bring up. So, Halo Wars 2, the DLC, Awakening the Nightmare, the Flood returns.
So do you think like
I'm
do you think
guessing the Flood will be in Infinite.
I could reasonably posit that like that's what if they're gonna adjust the
thoughts and
story
memories.
as to what happened, like with Cortana, if they're not gonna take Five's answer, is that Cortana definitely like saw the Flood and is trying to deal with it.
Or she's the reason why the Flood is still active. I still like the theory that the Gravemind actually broke her in secret and has just been slowly influencing her the entire time. That's my working theory.
You know, what'd be scarier is if she became like the voice of the Gravemind.
That would make more sense, actually. Think about it.
The Gravemind, like, according to what happens, the Gravemind dies here. But
well, not
if
really, because the High Charity never exploded. Because in Halo Wars 2, the DLC, High Charity survived exploding and ended up crash landing on the Ark.
Well, no, but that's what I mean, though, is that the Ark, because when this ring goes off, it essentially eliminates what's around here, right?
Actually, it just explodes. It doesn't really fire because, remember, Chief never made it through the portal. And he still lived.
Well, that means that we don't fully know.
Yeah.
But let's take, there's two paths on that then. That means that either A, the Gravemind did die here, at least physically. Like, all of this flood is gone.
Just my mother's shadow.
Or, if he survived in some form or another, and is the thing that is in Halo Wars 2.
I will say it is not the thing that's in Halo Wars 2 because it makes a whole new proto-Gravemind. Like, it is that fast.
So what that means is then probably this new Gravemind might be a bigger threat.
Possibly, especially with all like the.
Can you imagine? So I have a question. So on a hypothetical basis, would the flood infect itself? Like, now bear with me. Follow myself. Follow my logic on this. If the flood, if there are two Graveminds, would they not compete?
No. They're all a collective mind, no matter where they are.
Asking in you, freedom. I will know.
Well, and that's what I'm
that
curious though. If Cortana, so follow me on this one. If Cortana, let's say Cortana becomes a new Gravemind, like I'll put that in quotes. If Cortana becomes a new Gravemind, but is one more like Ultron Gravemind, where it's more of like an AI Gravemind. And let's say that
I will say that.
let's say that she becomes a form of Gravemind that rather than trying to turn things into Flood, is trying to turn everything into like robots, like AI and robots.
That's what she technically. Well, I'll have to finish playing 5 with you and something.
But that's what she was trying to do, right? Is turn people into the created. So what if she's trying to do that, and by being in competition with the actual Flood, you technically create two Graveminds and two different Floods. One Flood is is like a synthetic Flood, like a robot Flood.
Yeah.
And the other one is kind of like Cable. You know, remember the Technovirus from Cable? Like Cable's Technovirus in Marvel Comics? It'd be like that for Cortana, and then the actual Flood for the Gravemind. And the two come into conflict. And the Gravemind that's in Cortana is technically the old one, like the old Gravemind, but trying to spread its influence, not the influence of this Flood.
Right. I don't know, honestly. It's hard to really think about it, I guess.
Well, it's also complex as shit. But the idea of there being two different Floods isn't too far-fetched, because that's how because say it's kind of the basis of evolution is that you create a new species when evolution takes a rampant turn. So, by a hypothetical standpoint, if a Flood, you know, I'm going to put that in quotes, evolved to be robotic instead of being this bioorganic material, then it could reasonably state that they are two different species of Flood and would be in competition with each other, not working together. Because that's the basis of evolution.
Right.
And the two would fight, naturally. For the same, lack of better terms, the same prey. Because they're both trying to claim humanity and all sentient life.
Yeah.
And if they're in competition for that, then they have to come into conflict.
I have walked the edge of the abyss. I have seen your future, and I have learned.
Submit! End her torment and my own!
So yeah, completely possible to have two Floods.
It's possible, but but history has shown that the Flood is all collective. There could be multiple proto-Graveminds, but the idea of like more than one Gravemind is different.
Well, and that's why I'm like wondering. Well, if they are all connected, then wouldn't the Proto Gravemind know what happened? Would the Proto Gravemind know what happened to the other one?
Well, here's the thing: the Proto Gravemind is that it's basically a free version of the Gravemind. It doesn't have like the full.
Oh, it would know, but it would know what happened to the last one.
Yeah.
Because the Flood is a collective, so it should know what happened in like all the events leading up to this point. But if in Halo Wars 2,
about the rings, it knows about the firing mechanisms, it knows all this stuff.
Can the Flood fire the rings?
No. Only human touch can. Human or Forerunner.
I have a question. If the Flood was intelligent enough, could it reasonably hide its own presence and activate the rings itself?
No.
Really?
Because the Forerunner specifically made it to where Flood cannot do.
Well, that's what I'm wondering though. What if the Flood learn of this restriction and figure out a way to get around it?
See, I don't know. That's the thing. They never really go that deep into it.
I don't know. It's an interesting. Well, it's just interesting.
It's interesting to
hypotheticals.
think about and consider.
Because I'm wondering because the Flood is capable, because you said the Flood is capable of infecting time and space. It wouldn't be that hard to reason that they could figure out the rings themselves. And I mean, like, just on that note, like, if they are capable of reverse engineering the rings, actually, that's worse.
That is worse.
If they figured out how to reverse engineer the rings, build their own rings.
See, here's the thing. The history that we've seen shown, Flood do not build anything.
So
they
much
just
to
take
me
what's
is
already
wrong.
built.
Out of place. You might be too late.
You know me.
It could.
When I make a promise.
But it's hard to say.
You keep it. I do know how to pick 'em.
Lucky me. Do you still have it?
The activation index from the first Halo ring. A little souvenir I hung on to, just in case.
Yeah, she's actually held on to that ever since she put it away back in Halo 1.
Escape plan.
Thought I'd try shooting my way out. Mix things up a little.
Just keep your head down. There's 2 of us in here now, remember?
Her first line that she said in the first game. Well, no, what she said to Chief whenever he got shot in the first game.
Yeah.
And see, here's something that I also
Get me
noticed.
out of this place.
Hold on.
Now, at last I see. Her secret is revealed.
That moment whenever it showed her like when she was like declaring her serial number for like the Gravemind and then said monument to all your sins.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it. She was infected. Like she's already infected. Because she was already talking like the Gravemind.
You know, it could. Well, and
Start a chain reaction.
I'll take an opposite point
Destroy
just to see if I can
High Charity.
figure any new insights. What if that's also she's also remembering all of the things that have happened, and if she's having psychological trauma, then she could be repeating the phrase that she heard back when she first met the Gravemind, because she's trying to recompile her memories. And of the things that would come up during like this whole situation, one of them would probably be the first thing she heard the Gravemind say.
Maybe.
So it is possible that she is infected. I actually do reasonably think it's possible. But I also think it could also be possible that maybe she isn't infected, but her experiences with the Gravemind, because like you said, this Gravemind isn't at maximum power.
Yeah, he's not at maximum.
So he might not have been able to infect AI yet. He might not have been able to, but what could have, if he was close, then what he could have done rather than infect her is do something worse, which would be to traumatize her. Because I think trauma to AI is much different, because like humans can forget.
And it's hard for them to, but they can.
Like, humans can forget and move forward. AI literally have memories that are crystal clear. Like, it would be reasonably impossible for an AI to forget something like this happened.
Right.
Which would mean that they'd have to constantly relive whatever happened. And given that they were in space for like 7 years, that would have accelerated her rampancy far faster than any other AI. Also, given that she is also made from human remains.
Yeah, which always brought up.
Which
did that make her rampancy worse when it happened?
Probably because if she has human neural networks that have like neural paths, the same as humans, or at least similar to humans, then reasonably she would have the same responses if she's built based off human AI, a human mind. Then you could reasonably posit that she would have the same responses and symptoms of a psychological trauma, which you could then infer that she would be having PTSD that infinitely recurs. So yeah, she probably is royally fucked up from that. And rampancy, they say that rampancy is like the AI is just going nuts in a way, right?
Yeah, she stated they literally
think themselves to death. And I imagine that having something like a traumatic event that would be replaying in their head would exponentially increase how fast a rampancy can happen. But other AI have safeguards against it because they understand, because they're not human in that respect. But Cortana is, I would say Cortana is human.
Yeah. She is
And
based
the
off of Halsey, too.
like, even though she is like a computer construct, she is, for lack of better terms, one of the few. She's like basically the only AI that makes mistakes, but not like makes mistakes in the typical way. It's like, but she does things out of emotional responses, because she does attach to John.
Yeah, she does. Like hard attachment.
Well, and because think about, and I'm going to use 5 as an example. That's why she obsesses over John.
Yeah.
Because she really obsessed with him, and her connection to him turns into obsession with rampancy. And it's like, and if we're not going to include 5, then we still have 4, which is the fact that she was willing to do a lot of insane. She was able to sacrifice herself to save John.
Yes.
Which, a robot would, an actual soulless robot would be thinking of the most efficient thing, which might not be saving the Master Chief, but she did so specifically for him. And I would say that only something with a human mind and soul can make a sacrifice.
Yeah.
A robot can't do it. Something that has a soul, or at least the simulacrum of a soul, is capable of doing so. Only something with
only one of their kind, too.
Basically, the only something with a conscience can sacrifice itself knowingly for an emotional reason. I've seen robots in other fictions have done the sacrifice play, but because they understand that's the most efficient thing for them to do, it's not always a emotional thing.
Oh, look at Arbiter, by the way.
He got a flamethrower.
He's just like bird witches.
Which is why I actually think some AI in fiction cross the line into being able to have a soul. And it's almost like they build it, which sounds odd. But I think some AI are capable of building their own souls. I would say that somewhere in the middle of the two is I'm thinking Star Wars K-28 from Rogue One.
Oh yeah.
Might have a soul.
I'd say so.
Because he pulls the sacrifice play and says goodbye. Most robots don't really think of the ramifications of it, but it's also a robot.
Here's something else that I've noticed. Another smart AI that's close similarly to Cortana, but probably not made from humans, tissue. Roland from Halo 5. He expresses and has as much emotion as, say, Cortana would.
He also has the safeguards built in.
He does have the safeguards, yes, but he acts as much human as, say, Cortana does. Like,
which I wonder if the rules of robotics follow in.
Well, I remember AI does get more advanced.
Well, yeah, but could they fail a Turing test?
Probably, yeah.
Well, because that's the thing. The Turing test, as I recall, I'm gonna make sure I understand the Turing test very well. Because the Turing test is weird. Turing test questions.
We are aboard.
10 cunning questions I would ask in a Turing test. Turing test. The Turing test, called the imitation game, is the test of a machine's ability to exhibit intelligent behavior equivalent to or indistinguishable
Johnson,
from
do you
that
have
of
the
a
frigate?
human.
Yes, ma'am.
Turing proposed that a human evaluator would judge natural language conversations to generate human-like responses, text only, render words of speech. If the evaluator cannot reliably tell the machine from the human, the machine is said to have passed the test. So I would think that the AI of Halo, I think they could reasonably pass a Turing test.
Halo.
Reasonably.
Yeah.
Finished.
They could reasonably pass a Turing test, but I think the only thing that would be the thing that would be hard is that an artificial intelligence has to have an emotional intelligence as well. Which I think Roland and Cortana cross into. I think the ship AIs cross into it. But I also wonder if
even Isabel from Halo Wars 2.
But I almost wonder if, further than that, if they're capable of, like, because when put through tests, what else could this level of AI, would they become indistinguishable from humans at this point, due to the, like, level at which they'd be performing?
Well, in Halo, there's two categories of AI. You got dumb AI, which would definitely fail the Turing test. But you got smart AI, like Cortana, Roland, Isabel, and even Serena from Halo Wars.
You say Dot? Dot?
No, she's a dumb
Reach?
AI.
Really?
Yes. Because she just follows orders and just gets rewritten orders whenever she needs to, and she doesn't really have a personality either.
Okay.
And, smart AI, I would say, with confidence, they actually would pass the Turing test. Not that they're quote-unquote smart, but their processing and personality and stuff would just make it to where they would
Flood dispersal pods.
easily answer the question.
Control room's at the top of that tower. Chief, go!
Well, and I wonder if that would actually cause them to fail. Because they'd be trying to answer the questions in a way that's supposed to sound natural, but not actually be able to answer it in a way that is like what how a human thinks.
It's something to definitely think about.
It dives into the abstract nature of AI and what it means to have a soul.
Dot is literally just like the basically the central AI for basically.
Yeah.
I mean, she even stated in Halo, or not in Reach, whenever she had new orders rewritten to locate them to, she said new orders given, and you are being reassigned to this AI, one that's much higher configuration. And of course she's talking about Cortana, but still.
Interesting.
Like if you actually, I actually have, I'll bring it with me when I come up. I have the Halo Encyclopedia. It actually goes into more detail about the AI. It's actually interesting seeing some of the stuff that's in it too. Time for more fire.
I need to look up something while I'm thinking about it. I have something. It's another token question. I have to look it up.
You just ask me. I can answer it while I'm doing this.
I'm trying to because I got the two. I got 2 more copies of the LR Bardock, but I don't know how to get 2 more.
You have to do that mission, that growth mission.
I did.
There's one where you have to do it like 30 times.
I did.
Oh.
It says I get another one for doing the other mission 20 times, but then it's like, what else do I have to do then?
Oh, I do remember you have. Do you have all the Team Bardock members from the drop event?
100%. And that's where I got my original copy.
That is something you'd have to look up then, because I honestly don't know.
Yeah, because I'm trying to. I know it sounds dumb, but I'm trying to get it to 100% because I'm having a hell of a time with the Super Battle Lord. So I figured the only logical step is, yeah, let's just 100% all of this so I don't have to deal with it anymore. How do I get more? The real question. How do you obtain more? Obtained via mission award for clearing any stage. Obtained via mission.
Was that the monitor? You didn't tell me he was here. Well, we are finally doing what he wanted.
It says. Weird.
It is a little.
I'm not 100% sure what else to do. Well, and it's weird because it's saying that that if I do the other mission, like the stage 2, like the Ginyu Force one, it was saying I'll get another copy. And I'm like, what? No, it's not.
Fleets of thousands consume the galaxy of flesh and mind and gold.
We're just gonna kill him.
Just gonna kill him.
Open up! Coast is clear.
Not for long. I'm tracking additional dispersal pods. They'll be hitting any minute.
Chief, Arbiter, let's move!
Hey, it's me! Ah, I'm on your side!
Gonna make him regret ever being born.
Do I take life or give it? Who is victim and who?
I'm just constantly chambering a shell.
It's trying to rebuild itself on this ring.
Hurry! Control room's close!
Yank me, Chief.
I'm not gonna lose her, too.
Oh, hello. Wonderful news. The installation is almost complete.
Terrific.
Yes, isn't it? I have begun my simulations, no promises, but initial results indicate this facility should be ready to fire in just a few more days.
We don't have a few more days.
But a premature firing will destroy the Ark.
Deal with it.
Will destroy this installation. Unacceptable! Unacceptable! Absolutely unacceptable! Protocol dictates action! I see now that helping you was wrong!
Arbiter was just minding his own business.
You are the child of my makers, inheritor of all they left behind. You are Forerunner. But this ring is mine.
Just looks at him like, hey, guess what? What? Lick my
I
fucking
take no
balls.
pleasure in what must be done. You do not deserve this ring. I have kept it safe. It belongs to me.
Not for long.
Oh.
Kick his ass.
Stop now before one of us gets hurt.
Don't forget about stuff.
More fathers.
Hey, Monitor, have you heard about the guard? What's the guard? Garbling these nuts. I made
He was
him
approaching. He was approaching at light speed.
He was spinning at light speed.
Imagine if you could take that fucking floating basketball and throw him in a hoop before
You could literally just dunk him.
cross up the Arbiter before sending him to fucking
You
orbit.
break Arbiter's horse ankles.
I'm getting you out of here.
No.
Oh, Johnson.
No, you're not. No. Don't let her go. Don't ever let her go.
You know, I feel like this also kind of fucked up Chief in that he's like, yeah, now I can't ever let her go. Many 10-year-olds had a traumatic experience losing Sergeant Johnson.
I did.
Unironically, I'm not trying to be a shitlord. I mean, like,
I did.
Like, this is like, I feel like the death of a character like this.
I'm so sorry.
I feel like the death of a character like this feels very personal when you're a kid.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, this game came out in 2007. I was 8.
Eight-year-old Miles just like having a crisis because he just watched that man is dead.
Watch his. I'm sorry, but watch his body.
I'm trying to find it. Where
Watch
is it?
Johnson's body.
There it goes.
It just slides out of the frame. I mean,
It's like, there it goes. Goodbye, Johnson.
I am sorry, Spot. But come.
I don't want to.
Not ready. I'm not ready to leave with my boy. Oh.
Ah, there's my boy. Oh no, my boy.
Save me.
Save me. We get it. Everything's exploding.
Even in death.
Proceeds to die in the explosion.
Of course. The frigate. We still have a chance.
Find the doorway in the cliffs, Chief. The dawn is on the other side.
Maybe.
Did you just shoot me?
No.
I like how it just drops and then explodes.
Then the Mamster Chief with the soda.
Scratch face.
Whatever I am.
That quote he just said is actually a quote they used for one of Infinite's loading screens. Oh.
Don't let this ring be the end of us, Chief. There, Johnson's Warthog. Come on, Spartan. Go, go, go!
And one of my favorite escape sequences ever.
Yeah, I just realized. Like, I know, like, Doomslayer doesn't have a tendency for this, but you notice that, like, all the sci-fi heroes, they usually are leaving something that's exploding behind them. Like, in Chief's case, every Halo ring he's been on, it's gone. And then I'm thinking about, like, every Halo ring he's been on, gone. And then Samus... Okay, so he's 2 for 3. It's not bad.
Samus just explodes everything.
Yeah, the planet, gone.
Space station, gone. Space station crashes into planet, then explodes.
Okay, nuke. Got it. I feel like
50%, Chief.
I'm just thinking about like man imagine being Johnson's body ragdolling in the middle of the ring right now.
At this point it's vaporized.
Either it's vaporized or it's just like 9,000% flying around like crazy. Driving to work.
80% charged.
I don't know why I just imagined if you were a sentient race watching this from like your planet and you're seeing all this shit go down. Because like say the ring has been like around, like let's say you were on Earth like an Earth-like planet, and there are people like humans, and they're minding their business, for lack of a better term, just minding their own business, just watching, I guess, and they're looking up into their night sky, and they see the ring, something they've seen their entire existence, getting ripped to shreds in the night sky. Like, they look up and something that's been there for thousands of years is just gone.
90%.
Deleted.
It's initiated.
Like, 1,000% deleted as far.
Got it, Chief. Jump. Floor it. Right into the hangar.
Then we waited 10 long years.
Hang on.
I still think this is the coolest way, like, Chief could have, like, held on.
Chief!
Imagine being so strong you punch a hole into the floor grating just to hold on to something.
If we don't make it,
We'll make it.
it's been an honor serving with you, John.
Like, he just settles in, like, oh yeah, it'll be fine.
He's tired. Can you blame him?
No.
The man's I think he's in his 50s. Oh hey, beat the part-time.
Well, mind you, also his his aging is probably reduced like
For us,
extensively.
the storm has passed. The war is over. But let us never forget those who journeyed into the howling dark and did not return. For their decision required courage beyond measure, sacrifice, and unshakable conviction that their fight, our fight, was elsewhere. As we start to rebuild, this hillside will remain barren, a memorial to heroes fallen. They ennobled all of us, and they shall not be forgotten.
Fire the battle arms into the sky.
21 gun salute, I love it.
I remember how this war started, what your kind did to mine. I can't forgive you. But you have my thanks for standing by him to the end. Hard to believe he's dead.
Were it so easy.
Like, I feel like Arbiter knows. Somewhere in him, he knows.
He literally said, was it that easy?
Were it so easy, yeah. Like, I imagine that he knows.
Things look different without the Prophet's lies clouding their vision. I would like to see our own world, to know that it is safe.
Fear not, for we have made it safe.
By your word, Arbiter.
Take us home.
And this is what my favorite thing the Arbiter did. He did that.
So this war technically ended in 2553.
Yep.
Humanity somehow survived all of this.
Yeah.
My god.
You know what I'm really sad about? They took away the credits, which has one of my favorite music pieces.
Yeah. That's okay.
Because they wanted to separate themselves from Bungie, I guess.
Chief? Can you hear me? I thought I'd lost you too.
Space.
I see.
Space. The final frontier.
What happened?
Of course his assault rifle was right there.
When Halo fired, it shook itself to pieces. Did a number on the
So it never successfully fired, it basically just
couldn't sustain
exploded.
itself. We made it through
Well, it
just
said
as it collapsed.
it said it fired.
But it said it shook itself apart, so it never successfully did and didn't kill Chief.
Well, no. What you said is as it fired, it shook itself apart, which means it did fire, but not fully. Which means that it did at least partially fire, and probably evaporated itself.
Homer, what are you looking at?
Looking at the Mamster Chief.
He's just like looking at me. He's like,
He's looking at the Mamster Chief who's in DeSoto.
Mamster Chief in the computer
Covenant,
monitor.
The Flood. It's finished.
It's finished.
I'll drop a beacon, but it'll be a while before anyone finds us. Years, even. I miss you.
Wake me when you need me.
Wait, like immediately opens the chamber up and needs a hug.
And he's like,
He's like, I understand.
It's funny how the cryo chambers are still working.
I mean, they probably require minimal power to keep running.
Right.
And they probably self-power themselves through some sort of kinetic energy generation.
I guess.
I'm just taking an estimate. I have no.
Oh yeah, this scene too.
Because you beat the
If it
Mamster
shows it,
Chief.
oh, it doesn't show it. Oh, it was only
That's-
legendary. That's right.
Yeah.
It was showing this basically the preview of like the opening scene of a Halo 4, basically.
Where'd the Mamster Chief in DeSoto?
Mamster Chief and.
They put the Mamster Chief in. That's still some of the
What do you
dumbest
mean
shit.
I didn't get any challenges done?
Because you didn't.
Oh, I did it.
Yeah, because they were already done. Alrighty. I think I'm gonna go sleep now that we've won.
I see. And I will be doing Halo 4 tomorrow.
Oh yeah.